Hello, and welcome back to my channel. I did not want to show my face today. But I may have to. I'm waiting for my SDA to get here. She's going to go live with me. We're going to chit chat tonight about Kim Porter. What happened to Kim Porter? And by the way, this is one of my favorite hair pieces of all time. When the person came to me that owned the company and was like, "You want to model this?" I was like, yes, I want to model this. And it's just a clip. I didn't want to do nothing with my hair. It's just a clip. You just put it in. Nobody knows. And you just go. I wear it all the time. Even with my dark hair, it still matches. You don't know. It still matches. I did send you a link, baby. Hang on. For some reason, it's kicking her out, she said. Let's see. Where does she want me to send it? Okay. All right. Well, there you go. Okay. All right. So that is for her to come up here. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is BJ Investigates. She's wonderful. I watched her ever since like she was trying to free Britney Spears. She actually was an attorney and had just became an attorney actually. And then she saw that Britney was under distress. And so she started doing Free Britney Spears. And then somehow one of the clients that she was talking about, somebody became a client. And so then she had to quit doing it. And she said, to heck with it. No, I'm going to do it no matter what. There's SDA. Welcome, SDA.
Hello.
Hey, beautiful. So I showed my face because I put my wig on. You like it?
Yep, that looks good.
I didn't think it would work with my dark hair, but it does, doesn't it? Must be because of all the colors it has in it. This absolutely is my favorite. It was like, to buy it's like $15, but it's absolutely one of my favorite things that they sent me, to put out to the world, I wear it all over the place. Like I put my hair up, but ever since I turned it dark, I didn't do it. I didn't wear it. I thought it'd look funny, but actually you can't really tell, can you? Well, this side I didn't put up very good. But anyways, so BJ Investigates. She started out as an attorney. That was going to be her life. She was so excited. And then she figured out that Britney Spears was, held in this conservatorship. And so then she was told that she had to get off the case with Britney Spears because now they had a person that, how do you say that? A person that was now a client of theirs that, was going to be conflict of interest. And she said, no, I'm still going to continue the Free Britney Spears. I started it. I'm going to continue doing it. And so she quit her job being an attorney. Well, then she went and had to fight against Liam, but her name is a really, really, really strange name. And she kept saying it was defamation because she talked about how a few things didn't make sense of how that one, and I can't think of her name, Amanda, how Amanda was found cardiac arrest and this, that, and the third. And so she was doing all of that kind of stuff. And she got in a big trial. Well, it was a court battle between Liam and all the sneaky stuff that was going on. I don't know if she ever got that finished or not, because I know she had to go to court several times. Then she got on the case of Bam Margera, and Bam even came on her podcast like twice, I believe it was. One time he was intoxicated, and she didn't really realize it until, she noticed he was drinking and she noticed what it was. And she's one of those women that's going to tell you the truth type of thing. So I really do like her. I like her investigations. I like, her work and stuff. the she then opened up surprise TV surprise witness or something like that, instead of using her BJ investigates. So she does a lot on the surprise TV witness or whatever. And she had gotten a hold of the Kim Porter's death autopsy. And so I'm going to let you kind of see SDA about how she goes over it, some of the things she finds. It's not a very long video. But then it comes into Erica Kennedy. Now, I never heard of Erica Kennedy, but Erica Kennedy was evidently Kim Porter's friend. And as soon as she wrote the book called Bling, she was ousted, expired.
Is she from the Kennedys?
I do not think she is from the Kennedys. She is African American, and I don't think she is. She grew up in a family that owned, her dad owned a big pharmaceutical company, and they sent her to school for design and stuff like that. And she was the face of Tommy Hilfiger. She was like 17 when she got involved with all these hip hop artists and stuff. And of course, Kim was working for P. Diddy, and she was married to Al Shore. And then, so she met her that way, and they became really good friends. And then Kimora, which was Russell Simmons' wife, she became friends with her because she said they were the only two African American women. And so she became really good friends with her. And so now we're going to go to what BJ has uncovered about the doctor and stuff, which the doctor is that same doctor that came to Michael Jackson, I think Brittany Murphy. Remember, Brittany Murphy died of pneumonia. Then 6 months later, her husband dies of pneumonia. It's just all a weird thing. Everything I say on here is just my thoughts, SDA's thoughts.
Was that the same doctor for Brittany's husband?
Yeah, they had the same doctor. It's that LA, she shows him and stuff, but she couldn't figure out who the doctor was because it redacted on the actual legitimate autopsy. And then at first there was an autopsy that came out and said that she was poisoned, and then that was redacted. And then they checked her blood, and her blood was actually had a lot of like salmonella poisoning, fecal matter. Like, I want to ask you a question, SDA. How would fecal matter get in your bloodstream?
I have no idea what it is.
Fecal matter is poop.
Well, it can't unless he put it in.
Correct. And there's so many discrepancies here, but I'm going to let BJ explain it. So we're going to go to that surprise witness, I believe is what the name of her YouTube channel is, the second one that she made.
I think she kicked herself off. It's just me and all of you. What's up? We'll just wait for Betty.
Every time that I talk about this, hey, Ozzy, how are you, sweetie? Every time I talk about this, I get kicked off.
Yeah, you just left me there.
I'm sorry, baby. I was talking to you the whole time and I was on the surprise witness thing trying to get to it. And every time it said, all of a sudden it said, not enough memory. It don't take memory because I don't have my StreamYard downloaded. It don't take memory to do this. So this is just weird, you know. But Ozzy, we're going over different things of Kim Porter, Diddy, all that stuff. SDA's up here because I'm trying to break SDA out of her shell. Because when SDA and I are alone, she's a talkaholic, and when we get on here, she freezes. She gets the stage fright. I call it the stage fright. But I'm going to break her out of the shell. And especially when it's things that she knows about, she will break out of the shell. But do you know anything at all about hip hop? Because I know that you're a little bit older than me, but I know that you, oh,
I
that's
just
good,
know,
Ozzy.
I know about the music and the older ones. That's about it. But they're all gone.
Right. But you know about like when, like the book Bling talks about when 50 Cent was just barely coming up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was Russell Simmons and, you know, Tommy Hilfiger and all those things, you know, back in the 90s type of
Yeah,
stuff, you know.
I knew some of it.
Um,
I
she
was
says,
more into
I've been
dance
watching.
music back then.
Oh, so Ozzy says, I've been watching clips of the Diddy stuff. Okay, so let me explain something, Ozzy. Like, I want to say it was 6 or 7 years ago that I came out with that Diddy was a diddler. I came out with that he was the head of the African American Diddler Association. And everybody called me crazy. Everybody said, "Oh, Betty, you're nuts," you know, because they loved him so much. Puffy, puffy, puff, you know. But now it's kind of funny that it's all coming out of everything I said back then. And that was a long time ago that I came out with it. Like, that was before Kim Porter's death. No, it was around Kim Porter's death, wasn't it? She died in November 2018. It was around that time, like maybe September, October, when I started putting out videos on Diddy. Yes, yes, yes. I've been talking about Diddy as long as she has. Yes. And she was actually part of it. You know, not part of it, but she was like in triangled with them. So she even knew more than I did. I was just did my research and pretty much pointed out that he was like the main person, you know, on all of this, like the main person. So we're gonna go over Kim's autopsy.
Boy, did she just kicked herself off again? Hey, what's up, everyone?
I apologize. They kicked me out again. Every time I say the name, they kick me out.
Well, stop saying the name.
Well, what do we say? KP?
There you go.
All right, we'll just say KP because I'm getting tired of being kicked out of my own damn show. Right? Bye, Betty. Um, this is crazy. All right, I'm gonna try to get first of all, we're gonna go through and see who the doctor was. Then we'll go back and go over the autopsy. How about that? Because I want to
Yeah,
show
can you?
you.
So the doctor is the Michael Jackson one.
Yes, yes. It's the same doctor that all the Hollywood stars run to. Okay. So I want
I
to
wonder
show
where he
you.
is now.
Yeah, I want to show you all this. So just give me one moment here.
Is he still around?
He is. He is.
What?
Give me 1 second.
He has to be under a different name.
No, he's still acting as doctor that I
Yeah,
know of.
right.
He's not the same doctor that he this doctor did go to Michael Jackson's, but not like the other doctor. You know what I mean? Not
He's
the one
not the one that gave him the needle.
No, he supposedly no. The one that gave him the needle was the African American doctor, remember? And
Yeah.
he was a paid doctor.
He did 4 years, got out in less than 2, and nobody knows where he is that I know of.
Correct. But we'll get into it. If I can even play it. So hang on one second before I get this.
Hospitalized today
Hold up.
after a string of several bizarre recent incidents. Kaye West.
It's too low. We got to turn it up so everybody can hear it. From now on, we're going to have to use different names. So we're going to use the KP for Kim. We're going to use D for Diddler. We're going to use EK for the other name. We're going to use abbreviations, okay?
Okay.
Tell me, can you see it all right? Can you see it all right?
Yep.
Okay. Because it keeps kicking me off, which means something, when it kicks you off like that. So I'm going to full screen it so we can see it good. And then we're going to go into it.
Canceled his concert here in LA tonight, just hours after ranting and then walking off the stage in Sacramento.
They want to monetize and traumatize.
I'm Dr. Michael Farzam, CEO and founder of House Call Dr. Los Angeles.
It's the 911 call made the night Kanye West suffered a mental breakdown.
You're his doctor, sir, is that correct? Yes, correct.
West was at his trainer Harley Pasternak's home when police responded to a medical welfare call.
Kanye's personal physician, Dr. Michael Farzam, called 911 after the singer acted erratically at his trainer's house.
He was threatened. This is a trainer. Come to find out, he was actually Canadian intelligence, but this is my trainer. You and I sit down and have a loving and open conversation, but you don't use cuss words. Second option, I have you institutionalized again, where they...
Hold on. I'm going to stop it right there for a minute. What is a Canadian, what he just said? Oh, she does? I didn't know that, Toxic. Nice to see you, babe. I just like her. I just like her work. Do what?
What did he say? Canadian what?
I'm going to rewind it because he said Canadian something. Now, this is when Kanye broke down and told everybody everything, and he read the text messages that guy sent him that was supposed to be his trainer, and he's going to say what he actually is.
Loving and open conversation, but you...
Hang on. We got to back up a little bit.
What Toxic said.
911 after the singer acted erratically at his trainer's house.
He was threatened. This is a trainer. Come to find out, he was actually Canadian intelligence, but this is my trainer.
Canadian intelligence. But this is supposedly his trainer. Do you get that? What does that mean? Canadian intelligence, like the FBI of Canada?
We don't have FBI. I wish.
So would it be like the FBI? Would it be like a central intelligence type?
Something like that. Something that he probably made up.
Okay. So we're going to
listen.
listen.
To the government, you're not going to tell anybody.
Right, exactly. So we're going to listen to the text message he sent to Kanye when Kanye wouldn't play the game. He's going to say it.
You and I sit down and have a loving and open conversation, but you don't use cuss words. Second option, I have you institutionalized again, where they medicate the crap out of you and you go back to zombie land forever. Play date with the kids just won't be the same. They wanted to medicate me every day.
So boom, right there. It was like the same thing that they had done to Britney Spears, right? Where they took her in, against her will, medicated her and all that, and then put her in a conservatorship, right? But Kanye was somehow able to fight it. Huh?
That was her father.
What'd you say, Lem? Yeah, it was her father, but it was the whole team. But it was her father. But the thing is, it's the same thing. It's just, they're doing the same. They do it to all of them when they don't do what they want them. When they get fed up and they don't do what they want them to do anymore, type of thing. So she's starting off with Kanye because it goes into what's going on about the doctor and stuff like that. Because this particular doctor was also Kanye's doctor, okay?
Just to throw it out there, it doesn't matter what age you are, they do it to them all.
All of them. They've even done it to 15.
Doesn't matter the age. So think how young you can go. They'll do it to them too.
Yes, they have. And what they do is they go in and MK them, but that's another day. Okay, so let's go.
Dr. Farzam is a concierge physician who makes house calls in his BMW.
Realize, like, they could have just switched to medication and I wouldn't be here. And on the news, they would have said it was because of a mental issue.
I spend on average about 45 minutes to an hour with each patient, and I don't have to be burdened by the red tape.
They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce,
I want to stop that right there.
but they can't control.
I can go to the house calls and all of that, and I don't have to be burdened by the red tape. Think of the red tape. That means going by the law of what a doctor's supposed to do, right? So he thinks since he gets in his BMW and he goes to the star's house, he don't have no red tape. That's what he thinks. Meaning he can hide things, rewrite things, and stuff like that for the stars or for their handlers.
Me, see, it ain't no name I won't name.
So to really understand what's going on in this story, we do need to get in the time machine and travel back 10 years to 2014. It's 2014 and Kanye West has been married for 2 years to Kim Kardashian. He throws a birthday party for this fashion industry guy named Ricardo Tisci or something.
What's Kanye's friend's name at Givenchy? Ricardo Tisci. I would have flown back to California. I'd be like, Kanye, you go to your friend.
What was your favorite birthday? Not year, but an event on your birthday. What was
my
your
40th birthday, 2 years ago. I was possibly not celebrating. In the end, I decided to celebrate in Ibiza, and it was last minute party, and I was not expecting so many people came from all over the world to celebrate my 40th birthday. So to have there, all the people.
Did you just see Marina Brockovich right there? Right beside him and his wife. Hello.
Yeah. I know who they are.
We know who she is. So we know what kind of party this is. If you notice, almost everybody's dressed in black, huh?
Before I became who I am today, and the people that I'm working today, my new friends, I thought it was like one of the most beautiful nights of my life.
Now, amongst the invitees of this birthday party are all kinds of Hollywood heavy hitters, including Kanye's mother-in-law at the time, Kris Jenner. Of course, Kim Kardashian was invited, and it is reported that that is where Kris met her now boyfriend, Corey Gamble. Now, who is Corey Gamble? There's a lot of videos about this out there on YouTube that you should go watch, including a series that I did on BJ Investigates literally 2 years ago. I've been calling the man Corey Handler Gamble for literally more than 2 years.
But guess who went with Kanye West to New York City on a trip to discuss multicultural issues with Donald Trump? Corey Handler Gamble.
Anyway, if you don't know who he is, the TLDR is he is Kris Jenner's boyfriend, but he's also an infamous Hollywood handler who has been creeping around and lurking with some of the entertainment industry's most powerful players for years. Kris Jenner has claimed that she will never marry this man, so I'm not really exactly sure if they're a traditional couple or if maybe something else is going on. Now, Corey did work with Scooter Braun, and he was a powerful music manager in his own right. He also rubs shoulders with some powerful people, like he goes on private plane flights with Jay-Z and Beyonce. He goes partying at concerts with Kylie Jenner, and even though he's kind of like her stepdad, he's like bumping and grinding all over her. I don't really know what that's about. But anyway, like I said, 2014, Kanye throws this party for this random guy, and that's where Corey Gamble allegedly meets Kris Jenner, and they start dating shortly after that. He joined the Kar Jenners on their family vacation in October of 2014. At the time, Corey Gamble was also Justin Bieber's co-manager. So fast forward 2 years, and now we are in April 2016. Now, this would be 2.5 years before Kim Porter would die. The artist, formerly known as Kanye West, was tweeting up a storm in true Kanye fashion about how he can't be managed. The news was reporting that Kanye had fired his manager of the last 2.5 years. Come to find out who's his manager, Scooter Braun. So Kanye fires Scooter Braun, but Scooter Braun's business associate or business partner, Corey Gamble, is still literally in the same family as Kanye. So maybe Kanye fired Scooter Braun, but if Scooter really wanted to keep tabs on Kanye, he could easily do so because Corey Gamble is dating Kanye West's mother-in-law. You see the webbing? Now, Scooter Braun is a very powerful, infamous Hollywood manager in his own right. He is responsible for the careers of, like, for example, Justin Bieber. He was actually the 50% owner of the label that first signed Justin Bieber. And guess who the other 50% owner was? That's right, Usher Raymond IV. Usher, who was sent to Flavor Camp at 14, he would grow up and then go on to sign Justin Bieber to a label that he created with Scooter Braun. And then Scooter Braun is also Justin's manager still, all the way in 2018 to that day. Scooter Braun is also the one that Taylor Swift blames for selling her music catalog out from under her. Remember that whole thing? Now she has to do all these Taylor's versions and stuff, but that's a story for another day. This guy, Scooter Braun, was managing Kanye West, and in April 2016, Kanye West comes out and says, I can't be managed. He decides he doesn't want to be managed. He's going to be his own manager. And I have a little bit of a suspicion that that is really what led to the ultimate demise of Kanye West by being picked apart in the media. But again, story for another day, and I've already done many videos on this. Go check out the first 3 videos on BJ Investigates if you want the full rundown from 2 years ago. So he's tweeting, I don't have a manager, I can't be managed, whatever. Okay, so fast forward 6-7 months later, and it's November 2016. Kanye is on the San Pablo World Tour, and the tour stops off in Sacramento, California for a scheduled performance. And this is that time he stopped the show 3 songs in and ranted about Beyonce, Jay-Z, Hillary Clinton, the media, MTV, and everybody else.
It's a new world, Hillary Clinton. It's a new world, Barack. It's a new world, Jay-Z. You might not like it, but they gotta hear it. Because you was lied to my... You was lied to by Mark Zuckerberg. Get ready to write your passive-aggressive comments. Get ready to have a field day, press.
So he's mid-world tour. He stops for his concert in Sacramento. During the performance, he goes on this rant, and the very next day, he had another performance scheduled, another concert scheduled, but it was canceled.
This all comes on the heels of a series of bizarre concert rants, which were followed by the cancellation of the remainder of his St. Pablo tour.
His whole entire tour was canceled after that performance. So he goes off on the media and Beyonce and Jay-Z and Hillary Clinton. The very next day, his whole entire tour is canceled. So the very next day after that, Kanye West ended up getting hospitalized at the UCLA Medical Center. Now, UCLA Medical Center is where they send a lot of these celebrities for the 5150 holds. It's where Britney Spears was whenever she was forced into this unconstitutional conservatorship. Now, if you read the news reporting, it'll often say that Kanye wasn't technically forced to go against his will, but it'll often say that he was. Sometimes it says he had voluntarily gone with the authorities and the paramedics to the hospital, and sometimes it says he didn't really have a choice. I mean, I wasn't there, I don't know. I'm just telling y'all what was reported. Like, look, this November 2016 headline states that, quote, authorities spent 2 hours persuading Kanye West to be hospitalized. And it's not only authorities who tried to persuade him to do it, it was also, quote, management. Now, I remember Kanye West saying 6-7 months ago, he don't have a manager and he cannot be managed. So I'm curious what this TMZ article is even talking about, because Kanye West said he don't have a manager. So what is this management that was trying to convince him for 2 hours along with authorities to go and be psychiatrically incarcerated? I don't know, because he said he don't have a manager. He can't be managed. And even at the time, it really wasn't clear exactly what the circumstances of this medical incarceration were, or even why he was hospitalized. Some reports were saying that he was forcibly hospitalized under California's 5150 statute for having hallucinations and viciously lashing out at a member of the gym during a psychotic breakdown. Now, in that version of events, Kanye West was at his trainer, Harley Pasternak's house, getting checked out by one of his doctors for severe sleep deprivation. And again, this was at his trainer's house, Harley Pasternak. So here's the article. It says Kanye was, quote, checked out by one of his doctors for severe sleep deprivation while he was at Pasternak's place. And then it says, quote, someone decided to call police. That someone was one of Kanye's doctors, an internist by the name of Dr. Michael Farzam, who calls himself the House Call Doctor.
House Call Doctor Los Angeles is a concierge mobile clinic whereby we offer 24/7 service to your home, office, or hotel room. The visits are unhurried. I get to meet the families. I get to see the home environment.
Now, portions of the call that he made to the cops did leak through, of course, none other than TMZ. And in the call, this doctor does say that Kanye is having some type of psychiatric or psychological incident.
Yeah, I'm actually one of his doctors. I'm just calling for my cell phone request if we can have some police backup, because I don't think the paramedics,
Are you there now with them?
If you can bring both, yes, I think he definitely is going to need to be hospitalized. So I wouldn't just do the police by itself. I think he needs to.
Okay, what is the medical condition he's having, sir?
Weapons involved or in the area? No other weapons. No. And you're his doctor or therapist? Yeah, correct, doctor. Yeah, he's here with us. Don't let him get any weapons or anything like that. If anything changes, if he does become physically combative between now and when the police and/or paramedics get their calls back immediately at 911. Will do. Thank you so much. Okay.
Now, this Vanity Fair article from the day after he was hospitalized notes, quote, conflicting reports on his condition, and a random anonymous source stated that it wasn't true that Kanye even assaulted anyone. So I'm just showing y'all 2 examples of articles. There were probably hundreds of these articles circulating, but I wanted to show y'all how it's very different what we're being told, even on the same exact day from these anonymous sources. One of them says he was having hallucinations and he viciously lashed out at a staff member at Harley's house. So he's having hallucinations, viciously lashed out. But then in another article, it says he didn't assault anyone. He went voluntarily, and there's conflicting reports on why he's even hospitalized in the first place. And these articles are coming out while Kanye is still actively in the hospital. So he's not really even able to come out and speak on it yet. No matter which version of that story that you go with, the following facts are the same. Kanye was hospitalized and treated for, quote, dehydration and exhaustion. He was not even suspected of a crime after it was all said and done, even though someone did act like he was assaulting someone. That's not true. That never happened. He was not hospitalized for a crime. He was not hospitalized for violence. It is stated that he was hospitalized for dehydration and sleep deprivation.
Kaye West is getting some help. The breaking news tonight, Kaye West hospitalized in LA. Officials confirming to ABC News that the rapper has checked into the hospital. Authorities responded to a disturbance at 1:20 p.m. That call then became a medical emergency, and West was taken to a local hospital for further assessment, where he was declared medically stable. A source close to the star says West is suffering from exhaustion and sleep deprivation. Exhaustion and sleep deprivation.
So you can't get dehydrated and skip a night of sleep or two without the authorities come and bang down your door, take you off, and drug you against your will out of hospital? It sounds weird to me. I don't think that's very American. These reports, once he was actually hospitalized and they start saying why he's hospitalized, they don't say bipolar. They don't say schizophrenia. It says dehydration and exhaustion. So it's kind of like a bait and switch. All these articles at first were like viciously lashed out, hallucinations, assault. And then come to find out he's just thirsty and needs to take a nap. But this reminded me of 2 other very high profile celebrity cases, Britney Spears and Bam Margera. Now, I'm not going to get into all the specific details, but I do want to point out just a couple little facts here. Britney Spears, for example, they said was endangering her child when they called the cops to involuntarily imprison Britney Spears. UCLA Medical Center, the same hospital as Kanye West, this is back in 2008. 8 years before Kanye was. It was an ambush to get control over her actions, her medical choices, and her money. And there's ample evidence for this. But for one example, there are some emails from around the time of that conservatorship that do show that the team of handlers around Britney was primarily concerned with being able to drug her against her will. The lawyers and the management for Britney say that their goal is to get a judge on Britney's conservatorship who will allow them to forcibly drug her. Now, Britney herself would later come out and state unequivocally that she was indeed drugged against her will throughout the conservatorship, but in particular as retaliation, as punishment, whenever she started to say no. When she started to say in 2018, 2019, I am not doing this. Y'all told me I could have a break. Y'all told me I could have some time off from this tour, from all these performances, from all this Vegas shit. I've been working like a good little slave for 10 years for you people, and I'm tired. You told me I could have a break. No, I'm not doing anymore. Plus, on top of that, y'all are making me do dance moves I don't want to do, and I said no. Britney said the very next day after she started to say no to her management, which includes the same management as P. Diddy, by the way. Britney says they immediately the next day after she started saying no, they forced her into this treatment center and they forced her onto lithium. Britney Spears has said that lithium really messed her up. So we're talking about the bait and switch, right? Where you call the cops and you act like a crime is being committed. So in Kanye's case, oh my God, he's assaulting people, vicious, lashing out, hallucinations,
Request if we can have some police backup because I don't think the paramedics,
Are you
not?
if you can
bring both, yeah, 'cause I think he definitely is going to need to be hospitalized. So I wouldn't just do the police by itself. I think he needs to. Don't let him get any weapons or anything like that. If anything changes, if he does become physically combative between now and when the police and/or
Cops show up. Oh my God, where's the crime? Where's the crime? Oh, just kidding. He's just, he needs to go to the hospital. He needs to get a little IV. He needs to go get a little booty shot. You know what I mean? In Brittany's case, they called the cops and said that she had locked herself in a bathroom with her child and she was putting the child in danger. That's a crime. Oh my God, all the cops got to show up. But they had already had these conservatorship papers filled out. It was a ruse. It's a bait and switch. And this also happened to Bam Margera, another MTV star from, the 2000s or whatever, but he's also a professional skateboarder. Back in September 2021, a so-called interventionist, a convicted criminal and disbarred lawyer named Stephen B. Timmer, called the police on Bam Margera in Pinellas County, Florida. He said that Bam was assaulting an S worker and ripped her breast implant out or something like that. And the cops needed to come right away because Bam was assaulting people. That's what he called the cops and said. I have the 911 call. I'll put it in here.
911. What is the address of the emergency? Okay, tell me exactly what happened. I have a client who's we have a monthly pickup order for him, and they're doing cocaine in the room. He's got like a woman like that in the room as well. He attacked her, grabbed her breast, and she said she thinks he tore her implant, and she came down and then went back up, and so they're up in the room right now. He just arrived to the hotel this minute. So he attacked her at the Donce's right in the room around 3 to 4. Okay. At around 3. This just now. And does she need a paramedic? He said she told her. I don't know. State name is Bam, B-A-M, from the show Jackasses. Who is the victim? Do you know her name at all? So I just know her first name is Missy. And what's her description? What race is she?
Okay, so first of all, I want to stop this, and I want to say something about this, about Bam Margera, is that whenever they called and they said that he had ripped her implant out, and then they said, does she need a paramedic? No, he does. First of all, that was his cousin that was in there, and he was talking to her because he was supposed to go see his son. But it was all a setup by his own mom, and they already had conservatorship paperwork filled out as well, and they were taking him to the hospital. Then he became, if you guys remember me talking about it, he became in the Florida Shuffle, which means he went to several different places in Florida for rehab, per se. Mainly so that what? So that they could get his money and get control over him, is pretty much what it was. Then when he came back to move in his house, after all of this was said and done, did you know his brother wouldn't even let him move back into his house? His brother was occupying his house and had put the house in his name. Yeah, all of that happened. This is what happens when you don't play their game. And yes, Toxic, they did edit the call. It even said they edited the call. But she's showing different celebrities of the same exact thing happening. Now with Kanye, all he did was open his mouth and say, hey, this is what's going on. And Jay-Z and, blank, we're not going to say their names. Everything's going to change. You're no longer going to be able to do this to people. All your crimes are coming out, blah, blah, blah. And because of that, they wanted to put him in the hospital. They wanted to do a conservatorship where Kim was over him. Why? To take his money and to also keep him drugged up. Like they said, the play date would never be the same again. We will drug you that bad. But thank goodness that Kanye was smart, divorced Kim, and got the heck away from all of it. Every bit of it. And notice that Kanye's different now. But he did say, people are saying, why is your woman always naked or this, that, and the third? And he said, because I reached out to God and God didn't answer me. But that's not how God answers people. That's not how he answers people. Because remember, he went really religious. And then now he's like, they're even talking about Kanye's wife going to be doing corn. You know what I'm saying? So I have to abbreviate things and stuff like that. This has happened to more celebrities than you could ever imagine when they say the word no or they try to tell the truth about something. This is what they do. They'll say that they're combative, they've done something wrong. The police get there, they're like, where's the problem? There's no problem. The paramedics then already have it signed by, their legal person, which this guy was actually a DWI lawyer that lost his law degree that started owning all these homes for drug rehab in Florida, and they make hella money off of these people. It's called the Florida Shuffle. I did a whole thing on that back, I don't know, maybe five or so years ago. It's a really sad thing, and they make it to where they make them look like they're insane, crazy, so they can't touch their money. They're locked up, they're drugged up, and then when they come out, they can't say nothing about it either, because then they fear for their lives, they fear for their career, their money's still tied up, and it's all because they want you to shut up. They want you to just shut up. Or you become expired, and you guys know what expired means. So that's why we're going over this before we go over the Kim Porter's actual SDA, help me. My mind went blank. Autopsy report. Sorry. Thanks, SDA.
This interventionist handler called the cops and said Bam was assaulting someone. Well, when the cops showed up, he wasn't assaulting anybody. This interventionist, Stephen B. Timmer, had said that there was a S worker in the room with Bam. That wasn't true. The only person in the room was another handler or minder, Bam's aunt, who was scheming on body camera footage with police to lie to and trick Bam.
This is his guardian. Okay, yeah, you can go downstairs and we'll get him
Does
out.
you notice something's wrong with their boobs?
Because I can
all
grab
my
it.
stuff is in there, but
They set it all
We'll make
up.
sure we get all that.
tell him that you took me. I'm sorry, this is his guardian. I never remember. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Yeah, you can just say that you took me into custody. Let him think you took me.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And once the cops did show up, they're kind of worried. They're like, hold on, where's the assault? Is it dangerous? Where we need to go and protect the person getting assaulted? Their job.
Yeah,
1
like if
minute,
you rip
37
somebody's
seconds later.
wrist implants out, like that's a big deal.
She's up in the room. She's back in the room right now? Yeah. So there's a physical interest in her right now? Well, he hit her and she's like cowering.
But once they showed up to do all
Who's
that,
the guy
that's when
wearing the
Stephen
mask?
B. Timmer
Hold on.
presents the cops with conservatorship papers.
What'd you say, love?
Who's the guy wearing the mask?
This is that non-lawyer that lost his law degree for the DWIs and then started opening up facilities and became like the head of the facilities of drug and rehab that made millions off of Bam Margera and many other celebrities.
But why is he wearing a mask and no one else is?
That's back in, this was in 2021.
Okay.
I think it was still, he's wearing the mask for the C reason, but you know what I'm saying. Probably just because you don't want his face shown. Look, he's wearing his glasses and stuff too.
That's what I was going to say.
You know what I mean? Probably trying to hide his identity because he's even putting out paperwork and saying that he's like over Bam Margera, which actually Bam had never even met him before. So Bam didn't even know who he was.
I know the guy in the middle is good looking though. Just saying.
That one right there, yeah, I was going to say the same thing. He actually resembles my husband, to be honest. He does. Yeah, he is good looking.
Paperwork for an involuntary psychiatric hold. In Florida, it's not called a 5150. It's called a Baker Act or a Marchman Act or whatever, something like that. It's an involuntary, put you in a hospital and drug you situation. And Stephen B. Timmer, just like in Brittany's case, had already had the paperwork filled out. He goes on to explain to the police that he had been hired by a trustee or maybe a guardian.
Who are you to him?
I'm an interventionist, and I was hired to get him to treatment.
Okay.
So
You were hired by Miss.
by the trustee. There's a trust. You'll see a trust.
Which is that
He
Leon
has a
lady I
guardian,
was telling you about.
and the guardian hired me to get him help.
And the cops do take Bam away in handcuffs. But again, third example of a bait and switch on a celebrity. You call the cops and act like it's a crime that's being committed. Then when they show up, it's really not a crime. It's really not a crime. It's dehydration and exhaustion. Or it's Bam needs a conservatorship so Paramount can be in charge of his money. I mean, I don't really know. I'm just noticing the patterns. So this Kanye situation seems similar to those situations for me. Call the cops, say the victim of this incarceration is violent and committing a crime. But once the cops actually show up, it's a bait and switch to actually get the person forced, not into jail, but into an involuntary psychiatric situation where they are being drugged intravenously, intramuscularly with sedatives, tranquilizers.
Where they don't know who they are, what their name is, and kind of like what the guy said, we will drug you and play dates will never be the same. So SDA, what do you have to say about this? This has been going on way before Britney Spears. This happened to other celebrities, and it seems like all the same people are around at all times. See, I know you thought it was just her dad, but it's not just her dad. There's so many more people involved.
I didn't mean just her dad. I was just saying her dad too.
Yeah. Her dad was the guardian. So he could spend all her money.
This has all been going on since Hollywood is ever invented.
Yes. Now, isn't this a way for them to control the celebrity and get them to say what they want to?
It's all about
allegedly give them shock treatments in there and try to erase their memory, allegedly. Everything's alleged, we can't
for some
anything.
I don't know, they screwed up somewhere on Britney though. Because she's dancing with her dogs.
15 years in that conservatorship and on drugs.
No, you missed it. I was making a joke.
I was reading something. I was reading what I need to put on.
They did something to Britney. They screwed up on Britney because she's dancing with her dogs and dancing with knives, and she kind of lost it.
Yeah. Now that I see Britney went on her Instagram and stuff, I'm concerned with her because it's the same house, even though supposedly she bought that other house with Sam and she got divorced. It's the same house. It's like she's wearing the same brown shoes.
Sam didn't marry her because he loved her. He just used her.
Yeah, he just used her. Exactly. Yeah, we know that. But he was also like her handler because her dad wouldn't let her around anyone else. You know what I'm saying?
They all used her.
So why, if you seen her Instagram, you would be freaking out. Because
I don't watch her on Instagram. I don't even watch her. I just see this guy that talks about her. That's it.
Well, it's the same thing as it was like 3 years ago. Same house, same outfit, same brown heels that she's always wearing. Like, why? You got millions of dollars and you're wearing these ugly. They look like flats, but got a little bit of a heel on the back of them. And it looks like she's dancing in a mirror type thing, right? It looks like it's a mirror that she's looking in because you can see her the way she's looking and stuff. And it looks like she's dancing like in a mirror and stuff, but she doesn't know she's dancing to the world. I don't know though. I don't know. I just know that somebody was playing her for a while.
She was supposed to have a baby with Sam. That never happened.
Right. I don't think because of all the drugs and stuff, after them putting that IUD in her for 15 years, I don't think she can. I think they did something to her to where she couldn't have any more children. Yeah, she can't be repaired from all the mind games. Yeah, but she doesn't act like herself toxic. She she really doesn't. It's really kind of scary. But it's even more scarier that these people make millions and millions and millions of dollars, and then somebody can just come in, act like they're a guardian or something, and just lock them up in a home and drug them.
Well, she's not too old. How old was Janet Jackson? She was what, 48, 49 when she had a baby?
Yeah, but she also did some things in order to be able to. And then that was an arranged thing. We talked about this. That was an arranged thing where she would have the baby for him and then get so many millions and then come back to the States.
They say at 35, women shouldn't have no more children, but some still have. What, Roseanne? She had one at 40.
Well, Cameron Diaz just had one at 51.
I'm trying to think of somebody else because she just had a baby and she was 50. I just can't remember her name.
Cameron
But
Diaz
I know
just had a baby at 51. She was 51.
Janet Jackson had one at 48, 49.
Yeah. Janet Jackson's was so that she could secure the bag. She married a multi-billionaire over in, Islam country.
Isn't Sharon Stone that had a baby? I think maybe it's Sharon Stone. I could be wrong.
Who are you talking about, Toxic? Who are you talking about, babe? Are you talking about BJ? It does look like BJ had a lip injection or something done because her lip used to not look like that. Do you notice that on her lip right there? Yeah, it probably is Toxic, but like I wanted to have a baby and I'm 48 and my body is good enough to have one and everything else. It's just that Steven and I decided that I would be like 68 and maybe not even like, alive for my kid. You know what I mean?
It was Sharon Stone and she was 49 when she had her son.
Yeah, it looks like
17 and she's 66.
63. She was 63.
She's 66.
How old was she?
Her son's 17. She was 49.
Okay. And see, I can't say nothing bad about women wanting to have a child because I wanted to. But then Steven started explaining to me that I might not be here at all for the child. Like, I might make it 10 years or whatever. Might not make it that long.
What about there's not Mick Jagger, what's his name? Rod Stewart. He just had a baby when he was like 70.
Yeah, but he didn't have the baby. The woman did, but yeah.
You know what I mean? He's 70.
Yeah, 70. Yeah. I don't know why people have kids if they know for sure they're not going to be there. See, that's what scares me is that like if I'm not there or if something happens to Steven, then where does our baby go?
I just have grandbabies now.
Well, I thought about that. I do too. I thought about that too as well, Toxic. But then I thought about how I don't want another woman to have, sperm from my husband and all that, with because you can take your sperm, you can take their sperm and then an egg of mine, and then you can create a baby in that person. But I just didn't want to deal with all the whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's why I've been done having kids. I don't want to die before they graduate. Exactly, Jess. That's what I'm saying. And you're only 38.
Oh my God, Jeff, stop. You're 38 years old. You could go outside and get hit by a bus tomorrow. Just for an example.
Yeah.
I mean, you go when you're ready to go, but you can't think like that. Jeez.
Right. But we're not promised even 5 minutes. So we have to I was just saying that my husband and I have such a great love that I wish I could have a child with someone I love, but those years are over with. And I wouldn't want to adopt because I wouldn't want to go through all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm allergic to cats. I already have a dog. The dog, she talks to me, but not enough. You know what I'm saying? Hello.
I have my grandson.
Hello, Black Zionist. Nice to have you.
I have a baby.
Yeah, you have so you have one. But I had one too, and then Shay let it go. So, I don't know. I just love children, and I just wanted to have one with my husband, if that makes sense. But
Jason was crying today. He was with his other grandma, and she was trying to calm him down. He kept saying "Nana," so she called me a messenger. You know, where you can see each other on the video.
Mhm.
As soon as he saw me, he stopped crying.
Oh, he was missing
He
his
was just crying because he wanted to see me.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's so good that they have that now where you can call and stuff, because that's what my daughter said that Sophie's been doing with me is she's been crying every night to see me. And I said, well, just call me on FaceTime or, just FaceTime me so that she can see me. And so
That's what I meant. FaceTime. She FaceTime me.
Mm-hmm. Yep. FaceTiming. So we're going to finish through this because we only got like 10 minutes left because it goes with the Kim Porter stuff. This is the shady doctor. The shady doctor is over all these other celebrities and also was supposedly seeing Kim Porter. So that's why we're going backwards a little bit.
At best. I don't really know what they're putting in them. I don't have their medical records. All I know is Britney, Bam, and Kanye all have stated themselves that they were drugged against their will in these type of situations. Kanye himself has actually described this as one of the most, if not the most traumatizing and horrific experiences of his whole life. He went out on David Letterman and he spoke about being forcibly drugged against his will. He talked about the psychological torture of being separated from everyone he knew and loved. He basically says it was cruel, unusual, traumatizing, and in the years since it happened, he's also come out and pointed fingers at who he blames for the entire ordeal, namely his mother-in-law, Kris Jenner, her boyfriend, Corey Handler Gamble, and his trainer, Harley Pasternak. Now, 4 years after the whole psychiatric ordeal for Kanye in 2020, Kanye went on a now infamous tweet rant, telling us all about the incident. He names his mother-in-law, Kris Jenner, and his wife, Kim, as well as his trainer, Harley Pasternak. He also discusses Corey Gamble, Kanye. Kanye states in these tweets that Kris and Kim flew across the country to Wyoming at some point with, quote, 2 doctors who wanted to lock Kanye up against his will again. He doesn't name the doctors, but he says it was 2 of them, and they flew to Wyoming with Kris and Kim. Then in 2022, Kanye released what he purported to be text messages between him and this trainer, Harley Pasternak, wherein Harley specifically appears to threaten Kanye. Basically, do what you're told or be drugged back into Zombieland. And just to remind y'all again, Harley Pasternak is the person whose house Kanye West was at whenever they did call the cops on him. Harley Pasternak was there at his house. Kanye was there at Harley's house. And this doctor, Dr. Michael Farzam, was at the house checking Kanye out. It was Harley and the Dr. Farzam who had the cops called on Kanye, and then ultimately he did go get taken away. He's traumatized. He's drugged against his will. He's talking about it for years to come. All of this happened the same year that he decided he couldn't be managed anymore. Okay? In a now deleted tweet, Kanye stated that he had actually been, quote, misdiagnosed back in 2016. And he says he was, quote, nearly out of his mind to make him a manageable, well-behaved celebrity. One more time. Kanye West says that he was nearly drugged out of his mind to make him a manageable, well-behaved celebrity. He points the finger at this man, Harley Pasternak, his trainer. And as recently as 2023, it was reported that Harley was stalking Kanye all the way across the globe in Dubai. In this article, Kanye is purportedly scared for his and his children's safety in Dubai because he got wind that Harley Pasternak was there. Now, reportedly, Kanye and another source close to him were afraid that Harley was there to, quote, kidnap Kanye's children and them against their will across the borders back to the United States. And more recently, even than that, Kanye has exposed Harley even further by stating that he is a member of that he was a member, or maybe still is, of the Canadian Intelligence Force.
This is a trainer, but come to find out, he's actually Canadian Intelligence, but this is my trainer. So this shows you the kind of handlers that are around the superstars in California, right? So it says, I'm going to help you one of a couple ways. First, you and I sit down and have a loving and open conversation, but you don't use cuss words. And everything that is discussed is based in fact, and not some crazy stuff that dumb friend of yours told you or you saw in a tweet. Second option, I have you institutionalized again, where they medicate the crap out of you and you go back to zombie land forever. Play date with the kids just won't be the same. This is the way a Hollywood a Hollywood trainer was talking to me to force me to go and like apologize, right? You think about if Harley was part of intelligence, right? What kind of people you think are surrounding my kids? What kind of people you think are in that house right now?
So Kanye's implying that this man, Harley, is working for a very powerful government or something. But rewinding back to Kanye's hospitalization in November 2016, this again, 2 years before Kim Porter died. And we are going to get to how this all loops back to her, but you have to understand the context before we get there. Kanye is hospitalized November 22nd, 2016. Maybe against his will, maybe not, it's unclear. He claims he was traumatized and forcibly in this facility, nearly out of his mind, and he has released this Harley Pasternak text alleging that this is what Harley told him. I don't know if this is an accurate, authentic text message. I wasn't there, but Kanye West specifically attributed this text message to this former intelligence agent, Harley Pasternak, the guy who had been training him as his personal trainer since like 2004. So Kanye gets out of this hospitalization eventually, and guess where he is 2 weeks later? Trump Tower. Now, at the time, Trump had just won the presidential election in 2016, but he was the president-elect. He was going to become president in January. December, so the month before he's going to become president, but a month after he had been elected president, Kanye West goes to visit him in New York at Trump Tower. 2 weeks after the psychiatric incident where Dr. Michael Farzam called the cops on Kanye, resulting in this forced hospitalization, People magazine runs this now deleted PR push about Kanye and Corey Handler Gamble and how they're apparently basically besties or something. Basically, it says Chris and Kim support their friendship and Kanye and Corey have so much in common. But Kanye himself would later tell a little bit of a different story. Anyway, there is video footage showing Corey Gamble with Kanye West at Trump Tower. So Corey Handler Gamble, 2 weeks after Kanye West was hospitalized against his will by Pasternak and Farzam, Corey goes with Kanye to talk to the president. And it's kind of unclear exactly what he was talking about. Now, this is not the same time where he went to the White House and held up everybody for 45 minutes and went on a rant. This is different. This is when he went to Trump Tower with Corey Gamble in December 2016. He claims that he was talking about culture and multiculturalism and diversity and family life and stuff, but I can't help but assume Kanye West knew that they were trying to get him, and he was going to somebody he thought might be able to help him. Donald Trump. Now, look, listen, if I'm in trouble, I probably am not going to go to Donald Trump. I'm not the biggest fan of the man. If you followed me for a while, you would know that. I'm also not a big fan of the other guy on the other side either. I'm kind of a little bit of...
Okay, so hold off. This is my thing on this is I believe that he did go for help. I believe that he said they're following him. They won't stop. You know, what is it that he can do? And I believe that he talked to Trump by himself without Corey. I believe that nobody knows what happened in that room except for Trump and Kanye. And do you notice that right after that, he divorced Kim and now his life has been like Adidas has been effing him over and taking his merchandise and stuff like that. But other than that, like all of this hospitalization and all of this stuff has kind of went away. Have you noticed that? Has anybody noticed that since he went and visited Trump in 2016? I believe he was reaching out for help. I believe he was reaching out, and I believe he knew that Trump could help him. And I believe that he opened up and he told him everything. And I believe he told him everything. SDA, the floor is yours. Because, yeah, he does have his freedom. Now, whenever he came back, people thought he was cloned. But the floor is yours, SDA. I want you to talk about this. What do you think?
I didn't know anything about it.
You don't remember when he went to see Trump at Trump Towers, right after he was elected president?
I don't even know who the guy is.
Kanye West?
Mm-hmm. I have no idea who he is.
He's a big rapper.
But
He's
I'd
been
have
a
to hear
rapper
his
for like
music.
since 2000 and maybe 2000, maybe earlier than that, maybe the 90s. I can't remember exactly when he started, but when he got with Kim Kardashian, hey babe, that's whenever it started being crazier.
I'd have to hear his music to know who he is. Like I said, I'm bad with
Yeah,
names.
he sings a lot of good songs. Hey, how's it going, buddy? Tommy, how you been? He sings a lot of good songs. Can anybody think of some of his songs that he sings that is like older? I can't think right off. Let me just Google some. What does Kanye West sing, baby, that you know of?
I don't even know. I'll listen to him.
Well, you did when you was younger, right?
See,
'Cause
I'm
you
not the
listen to
only
rap.
one.
Because my husband listens to rap. That's what he actually listens to is rap. But who do you listen to though? I think he listens to that one guy that died.
Right now I'm going through a Mac Miller phase.
Yeah, Mac Miller. He
Mac
listens
Miller.
Mac Miller. He listens to Mac Miller all the time. But I can't think of one thing.
Philly and that kind of rap right now.
Philly.
So
How's your toolbox?
well, you gotta come out and see me.
I will. I'm live right now, but I will come out.
So do you
I
all
will come
remember
out.
Salt and Pepper? That was good music. They played it in the bars in the 90s.
Who is it?
Salt and Pepper.
Salt and Pepper. Mm.
See? You know their music. It's two girls, ladies.
Who?
Salt and Pepper.
Oh, Toxic. I got to tell you what he thinks of that. College Dropout was Kanye's best album, in my opinion. But what did he sing, though? I can't think of a song. There's a many songs Kanye sing. Google, what is some of Kanye's best songs? What is some of Kanye's best songs? What is some of Kanye West's best songs? Runway, Flashing Lights, Jesus Walks. The College Dropout, that one he was talking about. We can't play his songs because they're copywritten. You'll just have to look him up after you get done. He's been in the scene forever. I mean, he's got lots of hits, like lots of them. I just can't think. He's got dance songs. But a lot of rap songs. He just came out with one that hit #1, and that was Vultures. Was it called Vultures? Vultures, I guess it was. All Falls Down, Can't Tell Me Nothing. It's saying Runway is like his top, but I don't remember Runway unless I hear it. I have to hear it. Stronger, Gold Digger, Heartless. Yeah, so people are writing the right thing. It's just I can't play his beat or nothing. Anyways, just put it this way. Kanye is he dissed Drake. He just dissed Drake on a new song. Wait, didn't Drake just diss, is it Kendrick? Is that his name? And he put AI with Snoop and Tupac. I forget what that one was called. I listened to it. I didn't know that Kanye came out with a diss song, though. Remember this song? I ain't saying he had gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke nigger. Yes, you know that song, SDA? I ain't saying she's a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke nigga. You know what that song is?
No.
Oh, that was a good song. That was called Gold Digger. I wish I could play it, but I can't.
Was that in the 90s?
2000s. That was the 2000s.
Did he ever do dance music?
When that
I know who
2000
he is. I know who he is. I googled him, but did he ever do dance music?
Yeah, he did all kinds. Let me see if I can just play a clip of it, just a second of it. Hang on, it looks like, hold on. I'm just gonna let you hear the beat of it, but it looks like it's connected to my Wi-Fi. Yep, it's connected to my Bluetooth my headset that I listen to when I go to sleep. So give me one more second here. SDA?
Nope.
You don't remember that one? That was like a big one in the clubs.
Must have been when I was drunk.
You're funny. Now, why did he diss Drake? I know him and Drake were having a problem, but they kind of came up together. Hang on, Kanye diss. Let me go to his thing. Let's see. 10.5 million subscribers is what he has. Is it the one like that? Yeah, I listened to Eminem whenever I was younger. I listened to Snoop when I was younger. Is it that one? Oh, the download one is a good one too. That he was on the download and he played that whatever song that is. I don't know what song that is. That the one like that? Yeah, Kendrick Lamar. Oh, okay. So he came back with this. Should have never let me get my money again on Cat Williams when they get funny. Yeah, you see, they tried to count me out. I like that. We just hit number one. We right back. 500 down the bottom, 500 at the top. Tatum Grills. Yeah, this is the one that he played to the download. This is the one he played to the download. I didn't know that was a diss song. And he did that on the download like 5 days ago, and then he puts it out. Oh, I'll have to listen to it again. It was good. It was a good song. Yeah, when did you change at first I didn't know who you was, Tommy. I didn't know who you was when I saw the Shady Spot. I was like, hold on. And then I thought about it, and then you came in again, and I was like, wait, that's got to be Tommy. That's Tommy D. Yeah, Salt and Pepper, push it real good. Push it, right?
Pussy, yeah, you remember
That's Salt
them.
and Pepper, yeah. What does he have on there? Let me see what it is. Just like his. Oh, look, he has the.
But there was a lot of good rappers back in the 90s, and they all just disappeared. Some of them would make a one hit, and then they were gone.
Well, that's because they didn't play the game like they wanted them to play the game. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they're talking about. And even though I think Kanye had been in the game already 25 years at this point, when they tried to, conservatorship him and
There was another hit too in the 90s. Everybody on the Floor. That's another hit. I just forget.
Yeah, that's a good one. And
But
those are
they only
dance
made a
songs.
couple of hits, and I don't know what happened to them.
Well, they don't
Obey.
Yeah, the people that are like one hit wonders, they don't play the Diddy parties. They don't, they don't do what they're told type of thing. That's why. So what happened to BJ's lip? Because you notice BJ's lip looks different, don't you, SDA?
Yeah, I never looked.
Well, look at her lip. I noticed it the other day and I was like, I wonder what happened if she had an accident or something.
Who?
BJ on the screen. Because see, she's got like this prominent thing that comes down, and I can show you videos from 2 years ago that don't look like this. I don't know.
I don't know. I never looked at her. Never.
Let me show you something. Hang on. let me get out of here. Let me show you the difference. Let me go to one of her older videos and just show you there's something wrong. I thought she had an accident or something. Let me go to one of her real old videos. It'd be like a Britney Spears video, like, let's see here. It's not that one. 6 months ago, no. Let me go longer because she's been in for like two or 3 years at this point. I'm gonna go way out there and show you something's different about her.
Everybody on the floor when they used to play that in the bars. Oh my God, my legs the next day I could not walk.
Because you'd be on the floor.
Yeah, that's what I went to the bar for, right? Is to dance.
Yes, dance.
I got kicked out a few times. And bouncers are losers.
All right, so this is a year ago. A year
And that was
ago.
in my 20s. God damn, I'm getting old.
We all are, baby.
Right? I agree with Jess. I miss those days.
I miss them too. I'm just trying to look at her lip. Hang on. So this was a year ago. I'm going to go back to 2 years ago because her lip, I thought she had an accident or something. And I'm not being mean or nothing, just something's wrong with her lip.
I've seen it before, but I never really, stare at her lips.
It's prominent though. You can tell it. You can see it. Like I thought she had an accident. You know what I mean? Let's see. This was back in the day. So let's see what this one is.
Britney Spears' conservatorship was set up during that time.
Okay,
So
see
Vivian
her lip, how
Lutherine,
different
daddy,
it is?
left Holland and Knight in April of 2008, 1 month after she helped put Britney's conservatorship into place.
Hang on. Do you see how different her lip looks?
Hard time.
See that? See how her lip looks normal? Do you see?
Firm. With a group of 5.
See? See that? See how that looks normal? Now, we'll go back. And I thought she had an accident or something happened, is what I thought happened. Because her lip, something is wrong. Something's different.
A little bit above all of this partisanship because I kind of think they're both. Anyway, let me not get too far off in the weeds. Point being, Kanye.
See how one side goes up right there? I thought something happened, but Tommy's saying she had lip injections. Right. It goes up like this right here, up. It goes up like that, and it makes a prominent, look, a prominent thing. And see, that other one that I just showed you guys was when she didn't have, like a filter on or nothing. It was just her, and she had acne real bad on her skin and stuff like that. And she had wrinkles under her eyes, which now it looks like she has no wrinkles. She has no, no nothing,
Going for the Joker. That's funny.
But I know a lot of people do try to get those lip injections, because they want those big lips, but sometimes it just don't work out. And it's different angles that she does. I thought she might have got in an accident.
She did have one.
Was traumatized, forcibly drugged, put in a hospital against his will, slammed in the media. No matter what you think about Kanye West, the man does deserve rights. He deserves due process before he's drugged against his will. And now we apparently have people sending him text messages threatening him to do just that. So I can't really blame Kanye for maybe trying to.
But let's go to the autopsy now, because I'm like, she's all about she hates Trump and whatever. I don't want to hear all that. I don't care. I want the meat and potatoes. Okay, so she gets the
I got Kim Porter's autopsy report, and we need to talk about some discrepancies.
She was the fashion model, actress, and world-famous mother to Diddy's kids.
She's gonna expose everything. I heard it was tell all.
A shocked and devastated Diddy spotted at the home where his ex suddenly and mysteriously died.
Power.
He loves the ability to manipulate and control people.
14 respond with injured 76 on scene with a cardiac arrest.
Her good friend Kimora Lee Simmons appearing inconsolable at the house.
What kind of demonic mind you have to be that far gone where that shit don't bother you with somebody that you love?
TMZ reporting she had been suffering from flu-like symptoms and possibly pneumonia, but an official cause has yet to be released.
And I hope she did her book on Google Docs somewhere that is floating in the cloud of the internet that somebody could go get it one day.
Kim died from pneumonia, but there's the first coroner's report that said it was ruled a homicide, and they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been poisoned. You know, they have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms.
One of Kim's final Instagram posts, this message: I trust in divine timing. The universe has my back.
It's in that internet cloud. You just got to go get it.
So Kimberly Antoinette Porter is one of Diddy's exes and one of the women who is the mother to Diddy's children. Now, Kim Porter is also exes with Al B. Sure, who is another music industry executive type of guy or whatever. Well, Al B. Sure was in a coma recently, and he has come out and basically implied that Diddy put him in that coma.
We're going to be producing the Al B. Sure life story.
So this is when Al Shore comes out and says that he is making a documentary or something like that, talking about how he had to have a liver transplant and stuff, and he's saying that the cause allegedly is Diddy. Okay, so hang on. SDA said something. Christian Keys. No, that was Usher. Usher got sent to the hospital for the diddling his backside.
Just asking what happened to him.
Huh?
What happened to Christian? He was out talking, so where'd he go?
Christian who?
Christian Keys. You did a video of him.
Who did a video of? Oh, Christian. Oh, he wasn't talking about him. He was talking about Tyler. But
no, I'm asking.
I think he was paid off.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
I think he was paid off not to say anything because he had recording and all that. And then all that went away. And Christian never
go visit Hollywood too and get paid off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that went right over your head.
You go in Hollywood and you get paid off. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna find out some information, get paid off, and then you'll probably never hear from me again. I'll be dead.
Right. And Christian went on to do, he's still doing his own, remember he owns his own stuff now? He owns his own show or whatever now. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Did you hear about Terry? What is his name? Taylor Perry?
Tyler Perry is who Christian Keys was talking about.
I always keep calling him Tim. He came out saying that he's gay. You're like, that's no surprise.
I didn't hear he came out and said that, but yeah, Will Smith involved, all of them, all the big names, you know, all the big names. And it's really sad what they did to Usher, and then Usher did it to Justin, and then they passed him around. But Usher, actually, Gene talks about how Usher was put in the hospital by Diddy. And he said, Usher, you need to tell everybody about it. And it wasn't the kind of hospital like you think. It was over the backside.
Everybody keeps asking that question. Why did the mom leave Justin? Why did the moms leave the dads? Because they all get gaslighted. They all get, you know, from the predator. They treat you, you know, they work on you first, so you trust them. And then you're like, oh, here's my son, here's my daughter, yeah, and here's a gun up your ass if it was me. But anyways, I'm just putting that out there. So yeah, I don't care how much you groom me, whatever you got to do. My kid ain't going anywhere with you.
Exactly. 100%. That's why when they wanted Shay when she was 14, I was like, no, no, no. There's old band members. There's all kinds of stuff. No. Yes, yes, yes. And Justin was 15 in that video that they did, you know. But some mothers are like, you give them $1 million or 500,000 and they're like, okay, yeah, you can take my son, you know.
I don't think so. Money can't buy me.
Can't buy me either. Nope. Nope. No, it says 15. I went back and looked at the video again because I've had arguments. He was 15. He couldn't drive, and he had his permit, and he showed him the Lamborghini, and he was like, but I got my permit. And he's like, no. He puts his hand on his shoulder, and he's like, too fast, too fast.
I try to ask that question. Nobody ever answers it. Like, did Justin ever get that mansion house that he was promised?
No, he never got the Lamborghini. He never got the mansion house. He got his own Lamborghini and he wrecked it because he was on drugs. Yes, Cassie is the one that opened all of this. Cassie's the one that opened Pandora's box for everybody to know the real truth. Cassie, yeah, she's the one that, but now they're saying that Diddy's trying to sue Cassie. So I don't know. Because somebody said that allegedly somebody said that that Cassie was talking to the feds. So I don't know. And then what he did to Little Rod, that's why Little Rod was suing him all that whole year of what he did to Little Rod. Disgusting, just disgusting and creepy. But he won't come out and say that he's gay. Now it would be one thing if he came out and said, I'm a gay man, you know, blah, blah. But instead, he wants it down low, and he wants.
Hey, do you remember that when? I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I just got to tell you this before I forget. Ask you. Remember when you did, like, when I first found you, you were doing like the Hollywood stars, like, you know, I'm trying to think of, you know, like Shirley Temple and all them. You were doing them. But everything you said is correct. Everything you said, and then people will come and say, "Oh, you were this, you were blah blah blah." But everything you said is correct, and there's even more details about all of that that you didn't even say. So people are idiots out here that ran at you for that.
Yeah,
exactly. Those are the people that are in denial and they can't handle the truth. But Hollywood is most dangerous place to ever be.
Exactly, especially for children. When I brought that up about Shirley Temple, I was appalled. I had no idea. And I started doing the research and looking into it. And she was surrounded by nothing but old men. That's it.
You know, but I'm even going deeper. Like you go to the 1900s with baby Peggy, if you know her.
I don't know her.
It happened to her. She lived to almost 102, but she went through a lot of worse than even Shirley. Well, I guess no one's worse than the other, but she went through a lot. She was like a billionaire at 7 years old. And then like for her years of being in Hollywood, so her parents took it all. And then they were on food stamps by the time she was like 8 years old.
Wow. So they went through billions of dollars.
The directors, all of them, they all abused her. And she did a real live scene where she was actually in a fire. And she was like 5 or something, 6 years old, and she had to find her way out. They actually did real scenes then.
In 1900s?
Yep. I saw a video of it. Remember that lady we were watching? I always forget her name. Yeah, she was talking about her. So I Googled it all just because she says it, right? I Googled that, checked it out. Yeah, she did a lot of scenes. Every scene that you see her doing is all real.
Wow.
The fire, the jumping out of the stage, all that jumping down, everything, it's all real.
As a baby.
Yep.
Because to me, that's a baby. Like even 14, 15, that's a baby.
Under 7. She was 3, 4, 5. Yeah, she was just a baby. And she had to work 8 hours a day.
Gosh.
Or she'd get beaten, you know.
Yeah, Ozzy, I was never a fan of him either. I never. And especially when I found out all his...
So my point is that all the Hollywood stars' children all went through it. They all been abused.
Yes.
So if you're sending your children to Hollywood, just sign a death certificate because that's where they're headed.
Yeah, just know that things are going to happen to them. Yeah, they're not going to be the same. Money's not worth it. I mean, you know, and it's not even children that, you know, can act and stuff anymore. It's the children that can satisfy the predators, allegedly, like, you know, Steven and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about?
90% of all the producers, the directors, the writers, all of them, they all are.
That Steven guy that produces all those films and stuff, and what's his last name?
Spelling?
Yes, him.
Yeah, he's the
the
top.
one that killed Christina, allegedly, but he's the one that took her in the back with the other 5 guys, and they ripped her.
Christina who?
The girl that played in the movie
Poltergeist?
Poltergeist, yes.
Her name's not Christine.
No. Her name is something else.
Yeah, I
I
forget.
can't think of none of their names right now. My mind is like,
Wasn't it Heather?
here, let me take my marijuana bliss focus pills and see if we can get some
Wasn't her
names.
name Heather?
What?
I can't remember. Heather? I can't remember her last name.
Yes, Heather's her name. Yes, Heather. She was on set when they took her back there with 5 other men, and other kids were there watching all of it that had happened, and then they took her out in the paramedics. And
you see, stuff like that you were saying happened too in the 1900s when Hollywood even first opened up. Children were being assayed, all of that. It's real bad.
Yeah. I'm taking my focus pill, so give me a second.
Yeah, I need a cigarette.
I love these bliss pills. I don't know if you guys have marijuana or not, but here in Missouri, it's legal. And they have these bliss pills. They're called Bliss. And
I don't know. I never seen marijuana in pills.
They are freaking awesome. 5 milligrams of THC, 5 milligrams of CBD, 100 milligrams THC, and 100 milligrams of CBD total. 20 pills, and a stimulating blend of euphoria inducing plant medicines and cannabis to promote a bubbly sense of well-being and extroverted happiness.
And it'd definitely be in the ER.
Fast acting within 20 minutes. What it does is
and
it gives.
Don't get me started with Marilyn Monroe.
Yes, it happened in Maryland. She said she had to sleep with a lot of people. The couch thing is real.
Yeah, she had to sleep to get to the top. Like, who didn't? Madonna did. She admits
that
it.
woman, though, is nasty. 70
Yeah,
years
Madonna admits it. I slept to the top.
That Madonna thing is, you know, I liked her in the 80s, but she's just nasty. I'm sorry. But
yeah, well, in the 80s, she was just beginning, right?
Yeah, that's when she first started, and I liked her. But then after that, she went creepy. And she's the one that first started coming out with the creepiness. Because I think she was the witch, right? Wasn't she the witch? She became a high witch.
Yeah, she is one.
And people had to look up to her.
Yeah, I ain't looking up the shit.
No, I'm saying all the entertainers after that had to look up to her.
That's because she slept to get to the top.
Well, of course. She was nasty, though. Gosh, damn. She was doing like those sexual scenes and stuff like that. Yes.
Did you ever see the
sexualization of women? Yes.
I forget what it's called, but it's like an AIDS concert where people go to the concert and they donate. Like all the money that they get, they donate to the AIDS. And Madonna was there, and Liz Taylor didn't even want to call her name out, but nobody would do it, she said. So she had to come out and volunteer to call up Madonna. And everybody was booing at Liz Taylor. It was funny.
But I thought, what's his face did the AIDS Foundation?
There was 2 of them. There was A and B. But Liz Taylor had to come out. This is in the 80s.
Yeah, the 80s when it first came out.
Yeah, Liz Taylor had to come out and call Madonna out because nobody else would do it.
Maybe Liz Taylor was over her because Liz Taylor has been out for a long time.
It was the Who, all a bunch of bands with her. It was all for the AIDS, whatever you call it. You know, I can't even remember the concert. It was actually, I believe, in New York.
Yes, I know exactly. I'm looking at what Toxic is saying, and that's what I'm getting sick of, is that sexualizing to 12-year-old girls and things like that, calling it women empowerment. And Billie Eilish, she actually sold her soul. And Justin Bieber was saying how he wished he could save her or something like that. But it's already too late. What are you going to save? What are you going to
Save
save?
who?
Billie Eilish.
Oh, I thought he's meant Madonna.
No.
You can't save her. She's
70 years old. I'm talking about Billie Eilish. She's like
Maybe not. She's 65.
But she's completely satanic. She shows everything like completely satanic.
She masturbated in Toronto when she did a concert on stage, live. Yeah, wasn't there, didn't see it. They told her not to do it, and then she did it anyways, and they banned her from Toronto.
They say that she does that every time. She makes out.
Yeah, but they told her here in Toronto when she was here in the 90s, I believe. 90s, 2000? I don't know. But she did, and they, sorry, and they told her not to do it, and she did it anyways. That's Madonna.
Can you imagine her on tour right now, and she's 70 years old being sexual on stage? It's like a great grandma watching. You're watching a great grandma.
She's 65, not 70.
She's 70.
She's 65. She was born 1958.
She's still 70.
You know that because I used to be a Madonna fan.
She's still 70. She will be 70 in 2 years. She's 70.
Oh my God.
When you get over the 5 mark, you're that mark. Like I'm 50. Even though I'm going to be 49, I'm still 50. You know, I couldn't imagine.
This August.
Huh?
She'll be 66 in August.
Right. She's over the mark. She's like at the 70 mark. Like what I'm saying, sweetheart, is that she's like a great grandmother up there being all sexual. And it's gross, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's good. Like she still looks good for 65.
She's fucking 70. That's what
If she wasn't such a hoe, she still looks good for 65. Just thought I'd throw it out there.
No, she doesn't. Her face
Like
is mute. Her face looks like that guy on that
Children.
She got those cheeks, and you can't even recognize her. She's yeah.
Well, the last time I saw her, she looked good. I haven't seen her lately.
She looks horrible. She looks horrible. Let me see if I can get a picture of her. She's nasty. I'm just telling you, she's nasty.
Okay, I see the picture.
I liked her back in the day when she was young, but not now. Yeah, she has a face like that. Who is that character? That what was they in Saw? Was it in Saw? And he had the 3 rings around, you know, the 3 red circles on his cheeks. Isn't that who she is? That's who she reminds me of. And she'll be 66 in August. But I say she's 70 because she's past the 5. You know, like when somebody does you round it to the nearest thing. Yeah, Jigsaw. Yes, she looks like Jigsaw. Yeah, look at that. She looks like Jigsaw.
She was pretty when she was young.
Yeah, when she was young and didn't do nothing, you know, when she was like, when she first came out.
But she's 65, and look at her. She still looks good for 65.
She got really crazy. Well, money can make your body look like anything. You think that body?
Well, I wish I had money to look good at 65 when I'm 65.
I mean, look at this picture right here. This is like when she was in her 40s, right? Now look at all the wrinkles and shit before she had her surgery. See that? You see all the wrinkles and shit, normal aging, and now it's like, and you see how her
Madonna
face,
can accept being
you see
old.
how her face even looks different and stuff. She'd already had surgery there too.
Madonna has an issue of accepting being old.
A lot of stars do.
Now, Liz Taylor was one.
Yeah, she was obsessed with being old. She had a lot of surgery too, didn't she?
Yep.
Let me see what she looks like now. How old is she? 80?
Who?
Liz Taylor.
Liz Taylor's dead.
She died?
Yeah.
Oh,
Where have you been?
2011 she died. I didn't know.
Oh, wow. You've been okay.
I've been hidden.
She looked pretty bad when she died.
Yeah, Dolly Parton's another one. Isn't she in her 70s or 80s? And she's had a lot of plastic surgery and stuff.
Yeah, Dolly looks good though for her age.
I don't know. I've seen some women that's never had surgery done or any Botox or anything, and they're in their 60s and 70s and they look beautiful.
Dolly is 78.
Yeah, I knew she was almost 80. See, I put her at 80 because she's 78. But, I mean, I don't know. She just doesn't look like she used to. It's like a lot of plastic going on. Also, I think that all that Botox and stuff that they have is like real bad. Like somebody came over that was getting their car fixed one time, this kid, and he worked at like a Botox center, and he was saying that you had to like suit up and stuff because it's really bad. I'm like, wow.
Well, Liz Taylor almost lived to 80. She was 79.
She was 79.
Yeah, she just turned 79 a month before. Wow.
Yeah, I think when people get to be in their, from their 50s up, they need to just let natural life, they can use natural products and stuff, but all this stuff trying to look like you're 20 again. Have you seen some of those stars where it's really like messed their whole face up and they don't even look the same?
Yep.
Like gotten really bad botch jobs.
What's his name? Sylvester Stallone. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
For instance, have you seen Kylie Kardashian, how bad she looks? And a doctor was talking about all the Botox. It's sunken in her face right here. Like
What's she look like?
And it's so sad because she used to be really beautiful. She's only in her 30s, isn't she?
But can we see a picture of her?
Yeah. Let me take this off. Hang on. Yeah, they were talking about her face not too long ago, and she used to be really pretty. She just went crazy with that stuff. Oh, that pulled up Chloe.
Well, this is ex-wife. She's still pretty.
Not when you see her in person. That's what I'm saying. If they saw her, Kylie, they saw her at one of the runway shows.
Priscilla. I had to think of her name, Priscilla.
And people were like, holy shit, what did she do to her face? And they were talking about how it was sunken in on one side and stuff. And it really sad. Like, she's 26 years old. And she became obsessed with Botox and stuff. All of these are photoshopped. I'm trying to see where it's at, where the people are, her face.
Priscilla,
The
she's 78.
The doctor even talks about it.
You know Priscilla, Elvis's ex-wife?
Yeah, she's had a lot of surgery.
Yeah. She'd be 79 in May.
She even outlived her daughter.
She outlived her grandson. Well, that's different, but
Yeah, her grandson that died. Yeah. I'm trying to see where it shows it about her face. Somebody did a YouTube video on it, and okay, here it is. Let me see if I can blow it up. There, look at her face. Look at that prominent, like, scarring right there. So the doctor came in and talked about it and said that it's too much Botox and that it settles. And when it settles, it like starts making these marks like this, and you can't, it just gets worse and worse. It's on the left side of her face. It's like it dips in right there. It's really sad because she's only 26.
wow. She's only 26?
Yeah, she's only, yeah, she's only 26. Look at that. It's just sad. Like, they say she looks like she's 55 years old. Yeah, she used to claim she never had no surgery. But let me show you some pictures of her to show you how different this girl looks. Like, she started out looking like this. That's what she started out looking like. And now she went to this, where she looks more like Kim, had her lip injections, her Botox and stuff. And this is in her early 20s that she started doing all this. And now they were naturally beautiful. And now she's regretting it because people who seen her not too long ago on the run or at a show or something, this person even said that in February 18th, this had 818,000 views. Kylie Jenner's face is a mess. Let me see if I can see how I can see if I see who this is.
Kylie Jenner was recently pictured.
Hold on. What is this person's name? Stephanie Lane. Let me see if I can find her. And then it'll show you the difference, which is really sad because she's just a baby. She's 26 years old. No reasoning for all that craziness. I don't know. Do you think that they get what do you call it? You think they get like addicted? Do you think they get addicted to it?
Yep. They get very addicted.
And then they're all trying to say they didn't have a BBLs, but you can tell they had BBLs, every one of them.
Even what's the guy's name from Kiss? His wife, she was a Playboy.
Yeah,
she was beautiful. They both get it done.
Very beautiful, and she did stuff to her. She did stuff to her face too.
What's his name from Kiss? Oh, so bad with names.
Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons.
Yeah, him and his wife, they both get it done. Crazy.
Yeah, I knew he did. I didn't know she did. She's really a pretty woman.
When they had their top show, they had their show and everything. Yeah, they both went and did it. She does it when he gets it.
Man, there's so much danger to all of that. Your face can even collapse. Did you know that? So this is when they're talking about her face. So she was at somewhere, and look, they say that she looks like she's 55 years old. Sad.
Well, I wish I looked that good at 55.
Hang on. Let's turn this up so we can hear this. I know one thing. I've never had no Botox or none of that stuff done to me. And I've just been using that one thing, and it's taken away my little one wrinkle and my little two wrinkles I had here. And I'm happy about that.
Ugly as shit. Like her face was falling apart. Like Michael Jackson. So incredibly ugly, it's genuinely not funny. Like a beautiful 45-year-old lady. No, wait, sorry. Make that a 50-year-old lady. Disfigured. Like a melting candle. People were shocked, horrified, confused. Is this what filler and Botox looks like? Asked one bewildered fan. People were shall we say, less than flattering. They simply couldn't quite grasp the concept that Kylie Jenner, who they're so used to seeing in the perfectly lit, perfectly filtered illusion of reality, could actually look like this in real life.
This headline, this whole thing is wild. When you think about the fact that, like, Kris Jenner owns TMZ.
There were news headlines, articles both denouncing Kylie's obvious love of filler and staunchly defending her, blaming everything from the natural aging process to bad lighting to trolls who left such nasty comments as all that work she had done really aged her. I would also like to say I think she looks beautiful, just a lot older than her age. Sorry, Gracia, I love you, but in my opinion, this is not a troll leaving this comment. This is a fair observation. These comments, on the other hand, the people leaving these need to creep out from under their bridge and find a hobby, because this ain't it. The furor surrounding Kylie's face was intense, and being the pop culture icon that she is, I get it. Fans want to know what the fuck has happened to Kylie. Nothing happened to Kylie. She's looked like this for a long time now. It's just that you didn't realize because you're so used to seeing her in the perfect lighting, filtered selfies, photoshopped paparazzi pictures that when you see the reality, it can seem a bit shocking. Hence the scandalized, she looks old, she's aging comments. Kylie Jenner is not aging, but like I've been trying to warn people on my channel, she has enthusiastically overfilled her face. My friends, Kylie Jenner's face here is not the product of aging. I lolled when I read this Daily Mail article headline, fillers can make you look older. Is this news to you guys? Because I have been screaming from the rooftops, or my version, which is making YouTube videos, about this very topic for years now. The good thing is that these people who are quote unquote trolling Kylie for aging, for looking old, and for messing up her face aren't actually insulting the real Kylie. This isn't Kylie's real face. What they're insulting is the filler. If anything, they're insulting Kylie's injector. What we're seeing here is a product of many, many years of filler, injectables, and Botox. After all, don't forget that Kylie herself has said that she's been getting filler since she was 17. She's now 26, and I'm no mathematician, but even I can see that 9 years of getting Botox and filler is a lot for one young face.
I've only gotten fillers.
And herein lies the problem. People are claiming that Kylie has ruined her face, and I'm not going to necessarily disagree with them. Despite the fact that Kylie is clearly beautiful, I really don't think that anyone can deny that. This is what can happen when you start getting filler and anti-aging injections, which is what Botox essentially is, too young. Let this serve as a warning to every young human watching this that despite the fact that these people essentially sold the idea that getting Botox and filler will not only make you look prettier and younger, but that it is also a wrinkle preventative, it won't, and it's not. In the case of Kylie's changing face, it seems to be too much, too soon. The thing is, the younger you start getting Botox, the more issues can arise.
Botox use among 13 to 19-year-olds jumped 20%.
More and more teenagers are using Botox.
That's right. We're talking teenagers. Teens are looking to stop the signs of aging in some cases before they even start.
21-year-old Paige Bailey started perfecting her appearance 4 years ago.
Big cheeky smile.
She doesn't mind going under the needle.
Frown.
If it'll help her age gracefully.
According to an article in Vogue magazine, if you do too much Botox for many years, the muscles will get weaker and flatter, and the skin can also become thinner and looser. It almost sounds like
that's what I'm
saying. Starting to sound a little bit familiar here. Fillers, on the other hand, were created in order to help fill in facial hollows in older people who were showing obvious signs of aging, not in young people who already have tight skin and youthful faces. And what's worse is that fillers are now being used to create features that weren't even naturally there to begin with. In Kylie's case in particular, she never had a naturally full face, unlike people like Gigi Hadid or Dove Cameron, for example. Kylie had rather petite facial features. She had a thinner face. But nowadays, you can basically create cheekbones out of nothing with fillers. You can fill in your nasolabial folds. You can fill in hollowed out under eyes, which is exactly what both Kim and Kylie seem to have done. So what do you get? A fuller face, higher cheekbones, a filled out under eye area. But is that to say that any of this looks better than what Kylie originally had? Nope. What you get is that stretched skin look. You look slightly swollen and puffy because your face is being so overfilled and your skin is stretching to accommodate this extra girth, and your face is getting literally heavier because not only is your face now trying to hold up your tendons and your muscles and your facial fat, but it's now also trying to hold up copious amounts of hyaluronic
I'll
acid
keep using
fillers
my
that you've had
natural stuff
injected.
in
It is
my
inevitable, really, that your face is going to start to
thingamajigler
sag,
here.
that your skin is going to stretch. Hence why people that get so many fillers
I'll keep
end up having
using
to
this.
keep
Thank you
getting
very
so many
much.
fillers and more and
Betty.
more and more fillers
Yes.
in order to keep up the effect that they like. I just want to take a second as well to
Hang on, I
acknowledge
gotta
that
fix
these
my
lines you see
face.
here are perfectly normal. These lines are simply a ligament which you actually need to help hold your face up and to allow for facial expressions. You don't have to worry about them. They're not a flaw. You do not have to inject dermal fillers under your eyes to rid yourself of them. They are normal. They are meant to be there. And crucially, as we've seen in Kylie's case, she always had these ligament lines even when she was a young teenager. And despite the fact that she's had copious amounts of filler and other injectables, she still has these lines. But now, instead of being naturally indented where you couldn't really notice them unless you were looking, they are now still indented, but amongst all that dermal filler,
Why
they
don't
look
she just
much
use one
more
of
dramatic.
these, like
Kylie's
me?
face isn't a mess. Kylie is beautiful, but her
And she could
injector needs
afford
to have a
just the
serious
natural
chat
stuff
with her
like I
about
put
the
on my
overuse of
face.
fillers
I
and the
won't put nothing on
unintended
my face.
effects
I'm
that they can have on
scared.
your appearance and health. I think Kylie looks lovely in these pictures. Lovely and puffy. Because the thing is, and a lot of people don't actually know this about filler, most fillers used these days are made from hyaluronic acid, which
Yeah, that's what that
attracts
guy was
water.
saying.
That is how it creates volume. So if you're already swollen or puffy or even just well hydrated, your filler can actually expand. It is not just your
Yes, it
body
does.
that can suffer with fluid retention, it's also your
These
filler.
things are
And if you've
just
got
as
filler
good.
in your face and you are holding water in that filler, it's going to expand. Kylie
You
doesn't
like
look
it,
bad.
Ozzy?
She doesn't look old. She
I
doesn't look
love
like she's in
mine.
her 50s. Not that that would be a bad
I don't
thing
like
if she
the red
was in her
one
50s.
that
The girl is
pokes me, though.
26, okay? She's not aging. She's just overdone it on the injectables and it's doing her no favors. Yes, she looks amazing online.
I
She looks
love it. Do
amazing
you
when
like
she's
it,
filtered.
Ozzy?
Photoshop is an
I
epic
love it.
tool. This is the reality
Feels
of what
good
a
on your
lot of
skin,
filler
too.
looks like in real life. And it just makes sense if you think about it. Whoever has been advising her regarding her use of fillers is doing her a
Right, where do we
disservice.
draw the line?
Having this much
Exactly.
filler
Where
in
do we
such
draw
a
the
young
line?
face from
Especially
such
for
a
the
young
kids,
age
you
is
know?
concerning for a multitude of reasons. Yes, namely her influential effect
I
on
would
a
rather kids be
generation of
using
young
stuff
women who
like
try to
this
emulate her,
than
but also the fact that in regards to
putting
Kylie's own health,
injections in
fillers
their
are
face you can't get
relatively
rid of.
new. Yes, they have been proven generally safe and effective, but we honestly don't know what the long-term
Oh,
effects will
does
be.
it help your
They simply haven't
eczema?
been around long enough to know.
Guys, I think that we might be like watching human experiments almost happening in real
I
time
noticed a big
on
difference with
celebrities and
this. It's
influencers
really
and young
helped me a
women.
lot.
We do not know as much about filler as we should.
But I'm
This is
lucky.
a
I
video
really
of
aged
two
gracefully.
board
I'm
certified
lucky.
plastic surgeons. One of them's also a radiologist, talking about how shocked they were to see migrated filler and just filler lasting years after it was
I
injected.
know.
This is all stuff that needs to be looked into, and I think in the next 10 years we're going to come up with some very interesting stuff.
So
A lot
sad.
of new things that are going to have a few surprises. Yep, it's pretty scary.
I don't know about
Who is
you, but
Blair?
I don't
Oh, Blair?
love that a
Yeah.
plastic
Oh, Blair,
surgeon who's
yes.
been
Oh,
injecting
yes.
women with filler for over 15 years is talking about how scary
Yes,
it
it's
is,
good, isn't
how
it,
much we
Ozzy?
don't know.
There's also new evidence that suggests that filler can block lymphatic flow, which is what some people believe is causing Kylie's face to appear so puffy and swollen, basically a buildup of lymphatic fluid which has nowhere to go.
What you're mainly seeing in this picture is a malar mound. It's that puffiness
Get it done
right above
too.
that harsh line that kind of splits
You have to
diagonally on
get
your
you one
left
of
cheek.
these. You would love
Malar
it.
mounds are caused by a disruption in lymphatics. Your lymphatic vessels are
What's the
vessels that
red
carry
one?
extra fluid from your body. Get rid of it. We have several lymphatic vessels in this area, and if they're disrupted in some sort of way, they don't drain fluid properly in this area.
It's also very dangerous. Your lymphatic system is
Right.
what
She
carries
has her own
toxins and other
lipstick
waste
that's supposed
material
to make
from
them
your
look
body
bigger.
and
Yeah.
maintains fluid levels. It's an integral part of your bloody immune system and it's imperative to keep it functioning smoothly. So if it turns out that fillers
Right?
do
It's
indeed impact your lymphatic
crazy.
system, we could see women who overuse fillers or have used them for a long time developing real issues in the future.
This is what happens when teardrop
I
filler
will
goes
never
wrong.
go under the
what's
knife
happened to
or
Kylie.
do Botox. No,
Kylie
that's
Jenner
not
has
my thing.
openly said that she's had various filler treatments, but now it's really starting to become
Ain't
visible
touching
on
my
her face.
face.
In these recent photos
I
of
will
Kylie,
age
you can clearly
gracefully
see
and be happy
a
about it.
significant puffiness to her under eye,
Now, this is not a normal sign of aging, especially for someone of Kylie's age, and it is a telltale sign of overfilled tear trough filler. The tear trough
And
is
to
a
not
growth
think
which
that you're
extends down
pretty
from the
enough,
eye
you know what
to
I'm
the face
saying?
and is caused
How
by
much
ligament,
more you
which is
gotta
pulling
like
the tissue
fix
down,
yourself?
so that when light falls on the face, its
Especially
shadow
in your
is formed in this
20s.
area.
Jeez,
Filler
I
that's
didn't have a
injected
wrinkle
under the
one in
tear
my
trough
20s.
projects this area so that when light falls on the face,
I didn't
there's
have them in
less
my
shadowing.
30s
But when
either.
too much
I
filler
just
is
now
injected
noticed it
into this
right here
area,
across my
it
forehead.
creates puffiness, which
You
leads
know what
to
I'm
more
saying?
shadowing, making the eyes look worse.
Yes,
Secondly,
they
it's
should
so
outlaw.
important to use
Yes.
products that do not attract a lot of water.
Did you see
that
what
might
she looks
potentially
like
swell
now?
over time.
I've seen some people
She
saying,
used to
oh,
be
it's just
so
harsh lighting,
beautiful.
like go
It
easy on Kylie
ruined
Jenner.
her.
And I agree,
It
go easy on
ruined
her
her,
because she's
Ozzy.
just a
It
human
ruined
being at the
her.
end of the day. But this is not the result of harsh lighting either. She's like on the red carpet. She's at an A-list event. Trust me when I say they have flattering lighting here
Well,
because
I don't
none
think
of
we
these
deserve
celebrities
it.
want to look
Some
bad.
of
This
us
isn't
don't
the
do
harsh
stuff like
midday
that.
sun beaming down on Kylie Jenner's face. This is a form of flattering lighting. It's just that her face has too much filler. And that's the crux of it. And this is what I've been trying
Some
to
of
tell
us
you
don't do
guys. These
that. Some
glow
of us
ups that have
don't do
become
stuff
so
like that,
normalized,
you know?
and these tweakment generated transformations that look great on TV and look great in photographs and look great on social media don't look so great in real life. I am shocked that people are shocked. Like, you guys, it's 2024. Do we still think that people look like this or this?
No.
And then we're shocked when we see that in actual
Not every
fact, with
damn
their
day.
tweakments
Maybe
and
when
fillers
we
and
put our
Botox, they look
makeup
more
on,
like
but not
this
every damn
or
day.
this. Now, I'm going to totally go against the grain here. Maybe I'm a glutton for punishment and I just like internet abuse, but I don't think Kylie looks bad here. I actually think she looks really pretty. I think she's always looked really pretty. I also understand that Kylie probably has a serious complex in regards to her looks due to her childhood. So I understand why she might have felt the need to change her face and to have all these tweakments and to have all this filler injected into her face to make her look like something that she
This
never
is
looked
what
like
I think.
previously. But it also
Hang
makes
on.
sense then. If you are filling up an area and
I think that her watching, and you can tell me if I'm wrong or not, but I think her watching her older sisters always going and getting it done. It's like monkey see, monkey do type of thing, you know? I think that that's what made her start doing all that. Because I think her younger sister doesn't even get stuff like that done. But she's not
There was a
around a lot.
Playboy. There was a Playboy mate that had it done. She had a facelift, everything. She was like 25, something like that.
At
She was
25?
young. Yeah, she had it done, and they screwed up her face, and she unlived herself.
Okay, so Toxic is saying no, she was being paid to promote the fillers. Well, how come? Because she keeps saying she didn't have fillers, she didn't have surgery, and she didn't admit that she had surgery and fillers until last year. Like, she would straight up say she never had it. Yeah, and the mom. So she got her mom, her sisters, all doing it. Yeah, but you're not going to have major sponsors forever if you're going to look like that. And that's just, or do something like that to, you know, I can understand, like, okay, so I got a boob job so I could feel like a woman because I was literally no hips, no ass, no front. So I look like a boy. I look like a boy. I wanted to look like a woman. So I got my boobs done. That was when I was 27. That's the only thing I've ever gotten done, you know, was my boobs. And my boobs have paid for themselves like three times over. Yes, Kendall is the one I was talking about that I don't think she's done anything. I don't think she's done anything to her face. I don't think she does the trend like her sisters, but it's just a really sad thing altogether.
Marilyn Monroe, she got her nose done.
Why? She was a pretty woman.
Before she was famous, the producer that she was living with got her nose done because, you know, you got to be perfect, right?
Well, now they can make makeup to change your nose. Have you seen those people change their nose to make them look like skinny like mine and shit?
Yep.
Have you seen that tape that the Asians use that tape down their whole face and everything? And they look like this little bitty thing?
Yeah, they put on the white makeup and all that, yo.
Yeah. Yeah. They do all that, and then they have this tape. Have you seen the tape? And they tape down their face. Or I was watching an Asian woman one time put her makeup on, and she completely transformed her whole face to make it look like her chin was really, really pointed, and then her face went like just up like that, and like her eyes more Chinese, or more Asian or Korean or whatever, like this. She did all of that. Hang on, I think I know where that thing is. That was the craziest stuff I ever seen. Korea makeup. Putting on Korea. It's something of Korea makeup. It's a makeup that they use. That transforms your face. I'd rather do something like that than fillers and stuff that's gonna ruin you. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I think it's this woman. Okay, so look at this stuff. This is insane. All right, we're gonna look at this. Makeup transformation, 24 million views. Because literally, I'm gonna show you this woman and then it's insane. Hold on. 24 million views in a year. Holy crap, hang on. What's his name? What's the name? Wapa Mata? Never heard of it. Okay. We're learning new stuff tonight. See, that's what we do on Betty's channel. We learn new stuff. We find all new stuff. Then we change the title afterwards. Because we went opposite direction. Wapa Mata. You ever heard of that name? Wapa Mata?
Nope.
Wapa Mata. Okay. Let's see. Makeup transformation. Okay. Makeup tutorial. 11 days ago. Let's go to the 24 million views. Okay. So we're going to watch this woman transform her face into another face with makeup. This is what I was talking about. They literally transform themselves. I'd rather do that than fill it up. Look at that. Look at that. Let's just not listen to the song because I don't know if that's copywritten or not. I would like to make money if I ever get to. I find these things very interesting, though, to watch people take their face and totally transform it into someone else. I can't see the things she's using. I'm blind as a bat. Well, my glasses are dirty as hell. That's what I like to do, Ozzy. I like to come on here live and have a topic, but then I like to go all over the place, You're welcome, baby. Because that's what I'm here for, is entertainment. And I'm dragging SDA with me because I'm trying to get her to open up. And when she talks to me, she talks to me. But when we get on here, she don't talk. She gets stage fright. Yeah, but I mean, if they had to do anything toxic, I would rather kids do this makeup. You know what I'm saying? Instead of going and getting Botox and all that stuff. So she's shaping up her eyebrows.
She has no eyebrows.
Well, she has a little bit. She's shaping them up. Now she's going to darken them. That's what I do. I darken my eyebrows. But I've never went in and done all that like that. I've never done that. I always just go in the hairs and just kind of darken them up. I wonder what my eyebrows would look like if I done that. I'd probably look stupid. Yeah, I think she's beautiful, but she's going to show you how to transform into like a celebrity type thing. See, I'm afraid if I ever did my eyebrows like that, I would look funny. Because I've thought about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, natural thick eyebrows. Me too. See, my eyebrows are thick. That's why I just put a little bit of color on them.
You don't want thick eyebrows. It's a pain in the ass.
No, I have them already.
I got Brooke Shields eyebrows. It's real annoying.
Well, I don't have Brooke Shields eyebrows. I have Betty's eyebrows. I don't know who else has
I'm
my
just giving you an
eyebrows.
idea. I'm giving you an idea how my eyebrows are.
Well, then
It's
they're
really
beautiful.
annoying.
Why
And I
wouldn't
have
you
to
like
get mine threaded. That looks, and it hurts like a biatch.
You have to get them what?
Threaded.
Threaded?
Yeah, I can't wax them. I mean, I can, but the way my eyebrows are, you gotta thread to get right in, and that hurts it. I mean, it
What's
only
a
takes
thread?
less than 2 minutes, but your face is red.
What's a thread? What's threading?
Threaded. They use the sewing stuff, you know?
Wait, you do that to your eyebrows?
Well, I don't do it. I get it done, yeah.
They put hair in there or something?
A thread. You know a thread when you sew something?
Yeah.
Yeah, they use the thread and then they do your eyebrows. It's like a biatch.
When did this come about?
Way before your time, Betty. You've been lost in the world somewhere.
Nobody ever showed me this. She's
Just
Toxic
YouTube.
says she's starting to look spooky. I love it. Having a man's perspective on it is great too. At least we have one man that's in here having a perspective on it, you know? Yes, at least it's reversible. You are right. It's just makeup, so it's reversible. So I got to look up this threading. I'm not going to get it done. I already got thick eyebrows, but I mean, that would hurt like a bitch.
You get it done, you get it, and it takes a few months for it to grow back in. Like you get your wax done, it could take a month or two. It depends how fast your eyebrows grow. But threading takes a few months. For me, it's 4 months.
Okay,
Some 6 months.
so you can't wax them or nothing. You have to go in and have them pulled out by threading.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Well, when they first do your one side, by the time they get to your second, you're so numb you can't feel shit.
I know it hurt like a bitch when I got my eyebrows tattooed back in 2008. That shit fucking hurt. It felt like somebody was scraping me. Ozzy saying she has to have hers threaded too. She said they use a thread, coil it up, and then get the hairs in the coils, then pull. Gosh.
And it's cheaper than getting it waxed. I paid $2. I could pay $2 to get threaded, and then it's like almost $8, $10 to get it waxed.
Wow. Yeah, Toxic. You're right. Because if you spent most of your life in the water, then you see girls without no makeup on. You see them all natural. I don't know. I don't wear makeup very often anymore because I don't know. I have it for years.
Toxic. Stop being so toxic. What the hell you mean you're not going to date a woman?
He's talking about what he grew up with. Hey, Ray. He's talking about what he grew up with. He grew up with women.
There's nothing wrong with wearing makeup. It's how much you wear. Like this woman's doing it now.
I've never even heard of it, Ozzy, but I couldn't have it. I wouldn't need to have it done because my hair is very fine. You know, I got thick eyebrows, but it's just very fine hair. So I could shave it or just pluck it and mine would be fine.
See, you shaving, and it comes back in the next day. When you pluck, it comes in a few days. But when you wax, you're looking at months of coming back.
Oh, see, mine don't come back, but I got a wax kit coming that I have a sample that a company.
When you thread, I meant. When you thread, it in your case, probably takes 6 months to come back in.
I don't think I could thread though. My hairs are too fine. They're not thick.
You just said they were thick.
No, look. The thing of them are thick, right? But my hairs are not thick. My hairs are fine and they're soft. They're soft, fine. But see, these are my natural eyebrows. They are built like this. They are built like this.
But instead of shaving and plucking, if you got them threaded, you're looking at about 6 months for them to grow back in.
And see, I quit doing all that stuff a long time ago. Remember, I came 6 months ago and I finally shaved a little bit of the underneath and shaved a little bit of the top after like 5 years because I was doing it all the time. And then I was like, I just quit doing it all together and I wanted to see what they would look like if they just grew out natural, and I let them grow out natural. So they're just natural. And so I want to do like her though. I want to bring it up like that where my point is, and then down like that, and then do the same thing on the top, and then bring it down, and then fill it in and see if I would like it, and then put the white around it. I just want to do it one day.
A friend of mine, for 10 years, she was doing threading on her eyebrows. They don't grow back in anymore.
Yeah, but Toxic, I love, hang on just a second, SDA. I love eyelashes. I will put eyelashes on, but I don't have the gigantic ones. And a lot of times I get them with my wigs. I love them though, because my eyelashes are straight as a board and they don't curl up. But if they were to curl up, they would be long. I did, however, see a product, and it's a mascara. And you put this thing on, you tape right here, and then you mascara your eyelashes up, and then it stays like that for like 6 or so months. Now, that would be cool. But I do like eyelashes when I put them on once in a while. I really do like them. They like oval out my eyes really good and stuff. Yeah, some people can use the really long, extra long that go up past your eyebrows. Those are kind of gaudy. What do you think so far about her makeup?
It's good.
Yeah, I think she's doing a beautiful job. It's almost like an artist. No wonder she got 24 million views.
She can do my face.
Yeah, mine too. Now I want to watch what she does to her nose, because she does something weird to her nose and makes it not even look like her nose. It looks like she had plastic surgery. Yes. And they also have overlays. You can buy overlays and you can stack them on top of each other. And that's probably what you're talking about. Yeah, I wouldn't want to. Okay, I'll be honest with you, Toxic. If it was me, I would do this for a photo shoot, something like that. But as far as going out and stuff, not unless I was going to a bar at night where the lights are down, and the music would glow and look beautiful. I wouldn't do this during the day. Wow. She must really go through the concealer, don't she, SDA?
I'd say.
Wow. She made like an eagle around her nose. Hold on. I may have to do this tutorial just for fun. It's a lot of makeup, but I may have to do it. And I've got the contacts to put in because she put in contacts. And I just bought new liquid makeup. I'm serious. You guys don't know. I may do it. I may be like, okay, tonight we are going to do what she does. Everything she does, we're going to do it. That's not too much powder. She's baking. This is where they call it bacon. But that's not too much. So she does it exactly like she does her thingamajigler. What do you call that again? Concealer. I never knew what concealer was used for. Every time I use it, I'm like, I don't know why I'm using this. I see what she's doing with it. She's concealing what she doesn't like an artist. Now, in person, this probably doesn't look as good as it does on camera. You know what I'm saying? You could probably tell there's a lot on. Am I talking to myself? SDA, are you here?
I'm listening. I'm just watching her.
Okay, but talk to me while we do this, because that's when I'm like, would you be able to tell? Do you think this is a lot when you go out in public?
I have to see her doing her face first when she's done. If you can't tell, then no.
But only on camera could we not tell. You know what I mean? But we could probably tell if we was up close.
If you're in a bar and it's like
now,
you were saying
we
at the bar, no.
Yeah, a bar we wouldn't be able to tell.
But if it's a bright light, yeah.
If it was during the day and we walked outside like that, oh, I'd be able. Yeah, I think they way too much. Yeah, they'd be able to. They'd probably be like, that woman caked on her makeup.
I knew this girl in high school. She used half of her foundation for her face.
Half?
Yep. She'd go through like, I think, 3 or 4 bottles a week.
Oh my gosh, it takes me like 6 months to a year to go through a bottle. Then I have to throw it away.
It'd take her 2 hours to get her makeup done.
Cake face? Yeah. Look how beautiful it looks, though. Look at this. But I bet in close up, it looks like cake face. I bet you're right, Ozzy. I bet you're right. It looks like it's caked on. I don't know what type club you're going to, but in a good club, the lighting is good, so you'd be able. Oh, it's dark, and then it's got like all the lights like I have back here.
You don't see what she's doing to her nose?
Yeah, I seen. That's what I'm seeing. That's blush.
Yeah,
she
that's how
it, baked it, and then she blushed, put blush on it like that, which then made her nose slimmer. And then she's baking it again, right in the creases that she wants kind of hid, because it's kind of like contouring it with the powder. I'm going to do a tutorial on this. We are going to do, yes, a nightclub. Yes, a nightclub. The music, I don't know if it's copywritten. I'm not playing it. So I'm not putting it on. I could put another one on, but I think she's almost done. Right? I don't know. It's looking beautiful. Wow. This isn't the one I'm talking about, you know? Yeah, way too much work for me. But I'm going to try it, though, once. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it once.
Imagine doing this every day?
No, thank you. But there's people that do this every day because they're makeup artists. They do it to other people.
About yourself.
No. Mm-mm. No, I don't have time to spend, doing all that. But I am going to do her makeup tutorial. I am going to do it.
The girl I knew in high school, it'd take her 2 hours to do her makeup.
God bless.
And she'd have to wake up, I think, at 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, just start doing her makeup.
Now, I was like that with my hair. Remember I showed you a picture of my hair way up here? Yeah. I was like that with my hair, but I just slapped my makeup on. I didn't need that much makeup. Now, see, I don't understand how people overdo their lip and make it look good, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to try. Oh, she put concealer on there. Now another lipstick. That's 3 lipsticks. See, how do you get, I'm going to have to go over my lip like that. And that's going to feel like so funny. It's going to feel so weird. Because she made her lip bigger by doing that. And it looks pretty. Wow. Girlfriend, you nailed it. Wow. No, I'm going to do it the first time with her, step by step. I'm going to get out my makeup, and I'm just going to do it the first time with her.
But you got to have the right makeup that she's using.
I do. I have everything she has. That's what I was watching. And I just bought my new liquid makeup, so I'm good on that. Right here's my new liquid. This is what it's called. And it's beautiful on. It's Padare Foundation Essence Invisible Pores Covering Blemishes, which, why did I get invisible pores and covering blemishes? I don't even have any of that. Look at that. Look how beautiful that looks in photo. She didn't show putting on her eyelashes, but she put eyelashes on as well. Beautiful, beautiful, perfect. From that. Would you think that that's that woman?
No, because she takes her makeup off.
Yeah, I'll have to figure a few other things out. Yeah. Oh, she did show the eyelashes? I just missed it? Okay. Wow. Wow. Oh, I thought it looked beautiful. Toxic, you're a man. I mean, I like having your opinion, but I thought it was beautiful. Like, absolutely gorgeous. Okay, now I'm going to try to look for that Korea makeup that they do, where they redo their face, that transforms. I mean, we found her. See, like this. See how they do their makeup like this? Is she going to do this? She's going to do it. Without plastic surgery. Hang on, she's going to do their tutorial? What?
I guess.
See, she's going to do it, and I'm going to do her. Okay, anyway. Okay, makeup tutorial. I think this is one of them, or let's see. I think this is one of them. Is this one of them? Yeah, this is the stuff I was telling you about that freaked me out. Are they going to do it fast like this the whole time? Dang it. Hang on. I got to make it bigger. It's got music the whole time, like they don't talk to tell you what they're doing.
This I've seen.
Why they put so much white on their body? See, that's that tape stuff I told you about. Now she's taking it all off. So she's reversing what she did. Wow. Okay, what have I missed? Have they put the thing on yet? That stuff? Look at toxic. It's funny having a guy in here because of course he's going to say, yeah, gross. What is that skin stuff? See, that's tape or something. That's what I was telling you about. And using a filter? Oh, Lord.
Betty, I have to let you go because I have to go do laundry.
What?
Yeah, midnight because it's empty downstairs and the weekend it's very busy. So I have to wait till midnight to do my stupid laundry. There ain't nobody there at this time.
You're leaving me?
I'll still be in chat.
This is gone. Give me 1 second. My whole thing, my whole screen went black. Give me 1 second before you leave, okay?
I see it.
You see my screen black and everything?
No, I see the video.
No, I see nothing. Everything's black.
Well, not here.
I have to go out and come in.
She left me again. Hey, everybody. What's up? Let's talk about abuse. Anything? That's what I thought.
Okay, sorry about that. Well, thank you, SDA, for coming and hanging out with me and being up here with me. And I'll be going live tomorrow night. And I might do that makeup. I don't know. But something's going on because my whole screen went black. And you being in my thing and you didn't see it, the whole thing was black too. Like it shut me off of the crazy Asian makeup thing. It shut me off. And then I came here and then it was everything was black.
No, not on this side.
And I almost took a picture just to show you. I almost took a picture just to show you.
Yeah, CIA's coming at you.
It's something. It's been doing it all day ever since I talked about KP and I was looking up the book for EK. Which by the way, you cannot get the book. You can get the audio, which I'm going to buy the CD. You can get the audio.
Well, if you hold on and give me 10 minutes, I'll be back.
Okay. Well, just keep yourself there.
I can't bring the phone downstairs.
No, just be in the chat.
Yeah, I can bring my other phone.
Yeah.
But which one? You want me to go down?
No, you can stay. Because I'm just bringing up the makeup. The crazy tutorials of the makeup. Because I want to show you that skin stuff, even though they're doing it too fast. I want to show that skin
Just
stuff.
give me 10 minutes, and if that. I just have to put the laundry in.
Yeah, that's fine. Just mute yourself, go down or come up or whatever you want to do. You can go down, come up, whatever. But I do appreciate you coming up and hanging out with me. So I'm just going to play that. Yeah, she was pretty. Yeah, she's muted. Yeah, she was very pretty before she even started, but it was just incredible how she just changed her whole everything. Let's see what I got to share it again because everything went black on me. I almost took a picture to show that everything went black on me. All right. Now, I hate that they're doing this in fast motion. I wanted to show like how they did that. See, they're using something and it's tape and stuff to make their face do that. See? Wow. See? It's tape. I'm telling you. I keep seeing it. They tape it. Wow. See how incredible, okay, SDA, see how incredible makeup is? Like, It can totally transform you to where you don't got to go do plastic surgery. Just become an artist on your face. Like, learn your face and become an artist. Yeah, as skinny as possible and white. Everything's white. You got to be white. Do you notice they put powder on their neck and their face is probably like 6 times whiter than my natural color? That's crazy. See, they're taping up their face. Damn, where'd her eyebrows go? Oh, wow. You wouldn't even think that. And there are just a tutorial of it, and they're doing it because like this person is African American turning white. What in the world?
Halo, assalamualaikum teman-teman. Berjumpa lagi bersama saya Rangga Juas. Nah guys, tidak bosan-bosannya aku selalu berbagi tips and trick tentang cara make up khususnya untuk para pemula guys.
Roxy, do you know what he's saying?
Nah buat teman-teman jangan lupa ya klik like dan share ke semua sosial media kalian dan bantu aku terus dengan cara subscribe YouTube channel Rangga Juas dan aktifkan tombol notifikasinya.
What's another language? Korean?
Halo guys, di video kali ini aku mau make upin nenek-nenek yang kulitnya super keriput dan juga ini banyak banget flek di kulit wajahnya loh guys. Nah guys, ini dia.
We're just gonna have to watch what he's doing here. He's putting a corrector on of green, purple. Evidently, it corrects your skin color, the green and the purple and all that stuff. Sounds like Thai or Indonesia. Yeah, I don't know what he's saying, so I'm not going to play him because I totally lost. Makeover. Oh, he lights it so it's even smoother. Oh, that's nice. He's literally caking it on. See, that was cake. Like a cake. Wow, that's a lot of foundation. Holy mackerel. And that's like 5 shades lighter than her natural color. Wow. That's a lot. That's like almost a whole bottle. It looks like a foundation. Gotta fill them wrinkles. God bless. Oh, I don't know if I could put that pink up there like that. Yeah, right? Oh. What? What? Is that where her cheeks are? Or is he making cheeks? I don't know. He's using makeover makeup. Wow. He must be a person that's like putting makeover out there as the makeup. Never even heard of makeover. You ever heard of makeover? I've never heard of makeover makeup. I know I like this stuff, this Podior or whatever. I like that. It really covers nicely. It's just a real nice light. It's kind of heavy coverage, but it's light. It's real light. Yeah, I never heard of makeover makeup. Makeover. I wonder if it's even good for you because, you know, You know how some stuff be. Makeover is a professional makeup. So it's a professional. It's a professional makeup. The professionals use it, I guess. Starting when? They started January 5th, 2024. They got a 24-hour airbrush smooth cover. Oh shit, RP 156.75. What does RP stand? RP. Is this not in America? For lipstick, it's $119. Foundation's $185. RP, whatever RP stands for. I don't know what RP stands for. How would you, I mean, RP isn't USD. Yeah, it's a professional makeup that they're using on her. Very expensive makeup from what I see, like can't afford it. I never heard of 100, what is it? Rupees? Oh, rupees. So you can't even buy it. It's showing you can buy it, but I don't know how you would buy it. Is it makeup or makeover? 1 million followers, and we've never even heard of it. 1 million followers. $1 million followers for their makeup. Makeover. $1.3 million followers, and I've never even heard of them. I'll follow them. I want to see though, like, where do I go to, like, if I wanted to buy something, like, there's not even on their stuff, there's not even no filler, no flashback, zoom in, zoom out, stay flawless, all day, all angle. Very interesting. They have all kinds of social media. Oh, hang on, I just got a message. $1? So what is, so can you buy it in the USA? Okay, currency. Oh, so $1 is 296. So it might be like $15. That's what I'm looking at right now. So it might be like $15 or something. Is that what you're thinking? Since it's rupees, because one Australian dollar is 193.89 for $1 of Australian dollar. Then the US dollar is 296.73. So might not even be $1 for their makeup, because their makeup was at 118 and stuff like that. And for $1 it's 290 something for USDA. So wow, look how beautiful. Oh, he's putting bottom lashes. I've never seen anybody wear bottom lashes before, but I always wondered if people did. So, I'm going to go to where you shopping. See if you can buy it. Okay, the powder is about $58 at Sephora. Sephora has it. Of course, I should have known it was at Sephora. With it being high quality makeup, that's what Sephora carries. So it's about the same price as everything else. Except Dior and them, they're like $100, you know, for that stuff. They're about the same price. Did they tape her? Did he just tape her? And he's taping her again right there on her eye. Yep, he is. It's like a clear tape that they use. He's doing her chin again. He's almost making her look Asian, isn't he? Wow. That's regular tape. Regular clear tape. You can see the clear tape. Why are they taking pictures like this? Oh, it's got to be. They're stretching her and pulling her. So they're showing you how to do it without surgery, I guess. Use tape. Yeah, it's torture, right? I wouldn't want that. And in your hair? Look at that tape in her hair. What are they doing to this woman? What is the reasoning for all the tape? They're going around her whole neck. What is the reasoning for this? You can see that tape clear as day. They are making her Asian. They are making her Asian. To show the illusion. Yes, look at that. Well, with a lot of makeup and a lot of tape, you can look like an Asian. I think so too. Poor girl. Oh, yeah, that wasn't even fun to watch for me. That just looked painful. That didn't even look nice. That looked painful. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, I guess we have to go here. That just looked painful. Let's go to videos. We're not going to shorts. Let's see. I got a K-beauty makeover in Korea. Okay, so somebody did it for her. Let's see what this is.
In South Korea. If you want to avoid some spoilers, go and watch that video first and then come on back here. I promise it's a good time. As well as being told my best color options for fashion, I was also told what my best hair and makeup colors were according to color analysis. I wanted to put the science of color analysis to the test, and so the very next day I went to one of the most
Oh, I
popular
would do
beauty
this.
salons in
I
South
would do
Korea,
this.
frequented by some of Korea's most famous idols and
PSD.
actors, Jenny House, where I gave
I
them
would do
free
this.
reign
Would you do
over my
this?
hair and
Would any
makeup
of you do
as
this?
long as they stuck to the colors from my color analysis results.
As long as it's makeup, I would do it.
When I arrived, I met some of the lovely Jenny House team where they gifted me a whole bag of their incredible hair products. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate this because I've
Wow.
been using those little shampoo and conditioners that come with your hotel. I'm not gonna lie, it was destroying my hair. I could have cried when I saw that bag. It was the best day of my
Yeah,
life.
if someone paid for you, yeah,
This
me
video
too.
are Jenny House own brand products, which, as you'll see in a
Yes.
minute, are absolutely wonderful. But we talked through the products that we'll be using during this session, as well as the general flow of the day, before getting me
This would be
gowned up
something
and into
fun.
the chair.
I would find this fun. I would love this.
Once I was sat down, they used a very powerful camera to see how clean my scalp was and if there were any issues. I have always wanted one of these done because I see them all the time on YouTube. But honestly, I regretted it. I feel like there are some things that should be left unseen.
There's
I
something
was
that
so
they're doing
irked
with
out
their hair.
by my own scalp.
It's so gross.
I just wanted to rip the whole thing off.
Oh
anyway,
my
despite
gosh,
me
they're
thinking my
showing
scalp
her
was absolutely
scalp?
vile, it was allegedly clean, which is good, I guess. We then discussed the color options for my hair, with the two options being a warm deep brown with a pink undertone and a cool light blonde with a white undertone. I left it up to them to decide which one to pick because I trusted their judgment about which one would look best.
I trust her. My trust is in her hands fully.
They decided on the warm brown tone and decided the best way to achieve that color was by mixing together two Jenny House own brand dyes.
These are the colors that we're using. We're gonna mix them together, which I don't think I've ever mixed colors together before. I mean, the only time I've dyed my own hair was I bought a box dye one time from a shop, and it was like £7. It was horrible, and it stained my ears and my scalp. Don't dye your hair yourself. Come to Jenny's.
Oh, I always dye my hair
The
myself.
two colors that we're using are
I've always
rose
dyed
gold
my hair.
brown and natural brown.
But
so
I know
because
how
anyone wants to recreate the look at home. Oh, it's so fun. Oh, it's purple. Oh, purple action. I'm going to come back from this trip and my family's going to be like, what did you do in Korea? They'll be like, why do you look so different?
The wonderful team at Jenny House then got started on dyeing my hair. They were so gentle and worked so quickly
Okay,
together
so
to get this
let's-
done. They're modern marvels. Honestly,
Okay, so
it was
they're
so
dyeing
smooth.
her
I've
hair.
mentioned before how my mum was/still is a hairdresser, but she's about to get her PhD, so she doesn't really do it much
What
anymore.
else do
Love
they
you,
do?
mum. Good luck with your PhD, babe. Because of that, I
They're
never
doing the
went to
hair.
a
Okay,
hair
now they're
salon
doing the
until
makeup.
2 years ago when I was
Listen.
22 when I dyed my hair.
Okay.
The heat from the wooden stick to gently curl and set your eyelashes. It's
Wow.
often called curling with fire, and it is all over TikTok. But it's something that I have never seen in the UK, and it works so well. I also fell in love with the way
kind
that
of
my
like
eye
the
makeup
tape I
is
was
done.
telling you
I
about.
am notoriously bad at makeup. I've talked about that a lot on this channel, and so I have never been able to do eyeliner on my eye shape and make it look pretty. It was honestly just such a happy moment when I looked in the mirror and I saw my eyes, because
Aw.
I just truly felt like it suited me and I felt pretty. I feel like everyone
Aw.
deserves a moment when they get to look at themselves eyebrows and be like, damn, that's a bit of me, that is.
Yeah.
Once we were done with the
I
makeup,
think she's
it was time to
beautiful.
get my hair styled. Unfortunately, as I mentioned very briefly in the last video, this was the point at which the translator I had hired went a bit nuts.
Is there any chance we can do this over message later, just because we are filming right now, and I'd rather not talk about this stuff while we're filming?
He refused to leave the shoot and began
Yes,
shouting
that is
to the point
beautiful,
where I had to
Ozzy.
ask him to go outside because he was disturbing both the staff.
I learned
and
so
the
much
clients
tonight. I
at
learned
Jenner
about
House. He
threading
continued to shout at me
and
outside
ripping out
for
your
an
eyebrows
hour
like
to the point where
that.
he made me
I've
cry.
learned
This
about
is a
different things that
34-year-old
makeup
man.
does.
He is a decade my senior. Everyone at Jenny House was so supportive of me the entire time that this man behaves like this, and I feel that I owe them 1,000 apologies for the behavior of this man and a million thank yous for how they handled the situation and supported me. If you can spare a minute to go and check out their Instagram and their products that I've linked in the description, it would really
Okay,
mean
I
a
want to
lot
get back
because I feel
to
like that's the least I can
her face.
on my face and styling my hair. I did ask both of these women for their IG handles so that you
So
could
they're
check them
not
out
gonna
because they were
show her
absolutely
face.
amazing and just so sweet. But from Blackpink, anyone? Got some stands in the chat?
So they
To
just
Jenny's
dyed
house,
her hair
honestly,
and
they were the most
did
understanding,
natural makeup.
nicest ever.
Okay, that's
Insanely
not what I
talented
was
makeup
looking
artists
for.
and
I'm looking for some real and not like very fast. See, like this lady taking off her nose. But it's another compilation. Compilation. I wish they would have seen. What is that? That's what I'm talking about. Like it's skin tape, stuff like that. It's weird. I don't understand what they're using, and I don't like it going so fast. Let me see if I can find something else. I want to find someone doing it, actually putting the makeup on. Hold on. Asian makeup. That's what it's called. Asian, not Korean. Asian makeup. All right. Oh, wow. Okay. No, that's still little. Huh. Okay. That one's taping. Oh, she followed an Asian transformation. Oh, wow. See, I want the original. Where's the original? They're reacting, but where's the original? See, that's a minute. That one might be original. That's a compilation as well. Goodness. See, how come it's always a compilation? Why isn't it like the original? Hang on. I'm gonna put tutorial. Because that might be what the problem is. Because these are people reacting to it. Still coming up with reactions. See, you can see how powerful makeup is. See, like this right here where they take their nose off and stuff. It's like, how and what, you know. Just another compilation thing. Where's the real stuff? Do they not have the real stuff? That's a compilation too. I think they all are. I think they're just really small videos. She made herself look like Kylie Jenner. She must be really good with makeup to make herself look. I was ugly until I spent $30,000 on a new face. Wow. Should we watch what that lady says? Is that one, or is this a compliment? Can you see it? Okay, thank you, Ozzy. Yeah, they just keep doing it fast. They don't do it slow, like to show you. That's a young girl. She don't need much. Very young too. Yeah, that's pretty normal what she's doing. Yeah, the natural look. That's what I go for, is the natural look too. I just think it looks better. Oh, what was that? She's a really pretty girl with and without makeup. Beautiful, beautiful.
Use a brow tint to lighten brows for a softer, medium shade for a shadow. As though you're drawing an almond to match out shadow with an angled flat brush. Draw under pupil and wing out in a straight line for a natural highlighter instead of glitter for edgioso and face for natural sheen. Use a crayon instead of liquid to define and create desired eye shape. Use a Q-tip to shape your wing and blend out curl lashes in a C motion. With cream blush, place blush under eye and beside inwards, not outwards, for a smaller face. Use powder blush to set and create gradient effect.
Looks shiny, don't she? She said she's trying Chinese makeup, but she looks shiny. Or Asian or something. I don't know if their thing is copywritten. I don't want to get it shut down, because a lot of times when I watch stuff, we'll be watching it and all of a sudden it just shut us off. You have a great night too, Ozzy. I'm getting ready to shut this down as soon as this gets over with. And then I think in a few days I'm going to come and I'm going to find one of them and I'm going to do a makeover with them. And I think that would be fun. And I'll let you know in Discord when I'm going live, but I'll be live tomorrow night as well. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. God bless you, baby. Maybe I can play it now. She looks really super young, like a 12-year-old. Beautiful.
Inspired makeup and eye tutorial. As always, start with a clean base, conceal.
Those are really thick eyebrows.
Shade goes all over your lid, a little further than your outer corner, the outer half of your under eye, and the rose highlighter goes on the inner half of your under eye.
So they start out with the sick look under their eyes and on the top of their eyes.
Set them in place, and the thicker, clumpier mascara for the length to make them look longer. Using that same thick mascara and some tapered tweezers, get some mascara on there, pinch your lashes together for the manga eye effect.
She's putting it on with tweezers. She's putting her mascara on with tweezers.
Go down to where your lower lashes are, and then following your lower lash line, go up towards the end of your eyebrow and thin that out with your nail. A little bit further down than your wing ends, bring it in.
Lower eyelash, so you'd follow it right. I'd follow it right here.
Connect a line and fill it in. With white pencil color in that space you left beside your eye and tight line.
Right there.
Glitter under your eye just for that extra something.
Ooh, that would burn.
Off a little lash piece and put it on the ends of your eyes. This is gonna be
Yeah, I'm gonna get some of those eyelashes and see if I like them where they're individual.
And use the pinching effect, and then draw on with some thin eyeliner, some lashes to connect to the end of your wing. Just really nail down that bigger eye illusion. Color in your inner folds into your inner corner. Outline your wing with white. Thin brush brown eyeshadow. Carve out your under eye and blend that out with your finger. And you're done. That's what it looks like. It's my eye without makeup for comparison. It's a pretty big difference. I do say so myself. I hope this helped, and I hope that you do it.
Yeah, these girls are very, very young. She just doesn't even need all that stuff, though. Beautiful girl, anyway. That's how they bake. Oh, that's just a lot. I'm gonna try it though. That's a lot. That's a lot, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna pick one of these and try it. She was beautiful before she started, and she's beautiful now. Yeah, everyone left. I just removed you, so when you want to come up, you can come up. Everyone but 2 of us. You and 2 other people are here. I'm getting ready to shut it down. I'm just watching the rest of this, and then I was gonna shut it down. Because I've been on 3 hours. I need to edit it and make it to where it's shorter length of time. Yeah, I said I was going to watch this one and then I was going to be done for the night. Which I think 3 hours ain't bad though. I mean, I don't feel like I've been live for 3 hours because I'm so used to being live at the other place for like 8. So I just don't feel like it. It flies when you're having fun. And I've had a great time tonight. Are you going live tomorrow? Sounds like she's doing ASMR. No. I'm going to go live tomorrow night. early, you know, probably about 7 or 8 after I get dinner done. Yeah, it sounds like she's doing ASMR on her makeup because she's making sure the sounds and she's not talking. Those are the eyelashes that I want to get, where you put them individually in. No, this is a different chick. This is an ASMR one. They've been going through a compile of them. No, she's doing it slow. Okay, SDA. Yeah, I'm gonna, as soon as this is ending, I'm gonna be done. I just wanted to finish this one up. I think she looked way beautiful, Toxic, before she even started. But I do like that she's only just enhancing so far. She's not doing nothing crazy or nothing. She's just enhancing her beauty, which is very smart. I love how she put the dent right there to really make her dent come out.
Eye makeup tutorial.
Beautiful.
This will be one of many. I'll confirm that right
I
now.
don't understand the line underneath the line. I don't understand that because that's what I try to get out. They do their face white. This is Asian makeup. They do their face really super white.
Should cover the entirety and a little bit above your crease. Then with liquid eyeliner.
Yeah, the makeup is like ghost white.
Follow and line that slope past where your eye actually ends. And from there, extend your wing outwards with a very, very slight diagonal. It should be borderline horizontal. And thicken up the lines after making sure that your wing.
I like she's showing how to do the wing because I've never really been able to do the wing.
Line all the way from your inner corner.
I've always done the inner parts of my eyes.
Lines clean and tidy. Line the inner corner area of your under eye. Don't go past the start of your iris.
No, that would cut off. That would cut my eye off if I did that.
Then draw in a small inner corner just to make your eye look a little bit more tapered, and starting where your under eye starts to naturally curve up. Using thin, short strokes, follow the natural curve of the first half of your under eye.
Right. Yeah, she's doing it. Yeah, these are doing it kind of just natural.
To extend your upper wing diagonal.
She's showing how to do like a wing though, like a real thick wing. I'm assuming.
Of your crease, pushing past where it actually ends. If your crease curves downwards, ignore that and extend the line out relatively straight. Blend it out slightly, and now you have a longer and more pronounced crease.
Huh. Never thought about putting the crease in the crease.
Brush and a brown eyeshadow. Carve out your.
See, that's the part I don't understand. I try to get rid of the bags under my eyes. That makes you look like you got bags under your eyes.
And don't worry if you make it too thick or too dark. You can always go in with a thin brush and concealer.
Yeah, I don't understand that part because I try to avoid that part.
Lower mascara, going heavy on.
They're trying to make it look like they got bags under their eyes.
Curl your lashes, your top lashes, in a semicircle motion so you don't get those right angle lashes. And then with a tapered tweezer. And
people have been doing it with tweezer. That's what I'm going to try to do and see if it works.
Face moving outwards. Don't pinch too hard. Don't pull too hard to get that manga lash effect.
So I've learned two things. I've learned the wing and I've learned to use the tweezers to do my actual mascara.
And you're done.
Look at that.
Pop in some contacts if you feel like it. This is, that's what it looks like.
I just don't like the under part. That's what I try not to have under my eyes, right?
Which is crazy.
The under part. I don't want the under part.
Kind and patient and supportive. Thank you.
You guys all love this sultry, smoky, winged eyeshadow look that I did on my bride, Lisa. So here is the tutorial.
I do like that look.
I always start off by prepping the eyes with some concealer. This is just to even out the skin tone and provide a nice sticky base for the eyeshadow. If you've watched any of my tutorials, you know that I always like to go in on the brow bone with a really light, matte, kind of like bone or skin tone shade. Taking a light brown eyeshadow shade that's just a little bit darker than Lisa's natural skin tone, and I'm going to use that as her transition shade. What I mean by transition shade is something that's going to go in between the brow bone and the crease areas, creating a nice base for the other shadows to blend into. Think of this as almost like a really subtle contour. I'm using it to shape the eye in the way that I want without really being too obvious about it, and that's why I'm really dragging out the outer corners here to create that illusion of that wing shape. This is one of my favorite colors to use from the Natasha Denona Biba palette for creating really gorgeous, sultry, bronzy, smoky eyes because it's not too warm and it's not too cool.
That is a
And the
pretty color.
shimmer in it is super
color.
refined and sophisticated looking and not chunky at all. I just applied that to her lid area and blended out the edges. Because we put down that transition shade, we should have a really nice seamless blend here without any patchiness. I'm lining the outer 2/3 of her eye with this Huda Beauty brown eyeliner pencil and taking a small dense definer brush, and I'm smoking that out with
Yeah,
a
I think
dark
Toxic's
and
still
black
here.
eyeshadow. I'm keeping this nice and thin because when Lisa opens her eyes, she doesn't have a lot of lid space, so I didn't want it to take up the entire area. She had one like eyelash.
She's like
extension
me. I
that
don't
was
have
like,
a lot
"Oh,
of
you don't have
eyelid
dramatic." Here I am
space
trying to
either.
take it off. I'm just trying to do what I've seen other lash techs do, but I feel like I should
So
learn
that's
how to
what
do this
I'm
properly
watching.
because this happens pretty often. To deepen up this eyeshadow look and create more dimension, I'm taking a dark brown eyeshadow and I'm smudging out that liner even more and bringing it further up into the crease area. With Asian eye shapes, a lot of people make the mistake of trying to draw in a crease. This is really unnatural looking and can look really heavy when they open their eyes. I apply my darkest shade in more of this kind of shape. It draws your eye into the crease area and accentuates it without making it look heavy. Then just make sure to blend everything out so that you don't have any harsh lines. And taking this Anastasia waterproof cream color in Jet, and I'm lining her eyes. I'm keeping it really, really tight to the lash line and doing more of a tight line with it to create that darkness and definition, again, without taking up too much eyelid space. Just to ensure that I don't have any smudging, I'm also going in and setting it with a black eyeshadow. I'm also going in and diffusing that line a little just because I don't really like harsh lines, even with eyeliner, unless I'm really going for a purposeful wing eyeliner look. I usually like to curl the lashes first because with Asian eyelashes, they tend to be really straight and point downward.
That's what mine are, really
After
straight.
applying lashes, I risk the natural lashes not really being curled enough and then over curling the false lashes. These are the lashes I used for Lisa's eye shape. I don't want anything really heavy. These ones
That's
are
what
nice
I
and light
use.
and fluffy, but they have that wing shape. Here I was debating if I wanted to curl them and push them up a little bit more, but because we were going for more of a sultry look rather than a bright, wide-eyed look, I decided not to. I clean up under the eyes using a makeup wipe, and I use this moment to detail out the shape of my wing. I always make sure to double check with her looking at me to make sure I got the right shape. Because I used a clear eyelash glue, I'm going over the lash band with a little bit more of that eyeliner. After I complete her face makeup, I'm going in underneath the eye with one of those deeper brown shades and just keeping that to the outer third of her eye. And no eye look for me is complete without a bright shimmery eyeshadow on the inner corner. Finishing off, I'm going to apply a very waterproof mascara to her bottom eyelashes, as well as the top, making sure to really press her natural lashes into the false ones so that there's no separation. And that concludes how I did Lisa's eye makeup for her wedding this past Saturday. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Let me know
You
what
did
else
a
you would like to
beautiful
see.
job. Pretty much how I already do my makeup when I do it. So it's just the wings that I do here.
Bitch gon' smile, but I know she don't like me. 200 for a verse. This is a spring makeup tutorial.
What do you think about all of that, Toxie? I think that's beautiful.
No, I don't think you understand. I'm obsessed.
She's using a measuring thing. Oh, she's drawing. She's drawing on her eyelashes.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
Breakdown.
Wow. Okay, well, we're going to get out of here. And thank you, everyone, for coming and hanging out with me this evening. And I will be live tomorrow evening. We'll go over some more fun stuff. God bless each every one of you. Remember, keep a fire in your heart, a smile on your face, and be kind to someone because you're not promised 5 minutes. Mwah. Much love and respect to all of you. And I'm out. Oh, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. And we do have a sponsor. Let me get our sponsor really quick. Alt Fragrance is our sponsor right here. And if you click the link below, you will get, I think it's 10 or 20% off. And it goes straight to the site. My name's already on it. And boom, you just check out Alt Fragrance. It's an alternative to all the expensive stuff out there for men and for women. So it's for both. I will see you soon. Much love and respect.